This is your right ear and your left ear. We're in mono. My green screen light working all right? Yeah, we're here. Check, check, 1, 2. Just quickly explain what happened yesterday. Check, 1, 2. So, as you can see on screen, Twitch outages reported in the last 24 hours. We've had problems with Twitch yesterday. We had problems with Twitch yesterday. In the UK. No problems at the moment. So we're streaming on Twitch right now. But what happened on yesterday's stream is we did about 10 minutes, then it's like problem. Then 10 minutes, then problem. And I kept thinking it was OBS, or it was this, or it was that. It was most likely just Twitch. Just Twitch themselves. I think all the support staff were at TwitchCon. So it was a Twitch issue. And it did make me think, I'll say this, you know, very clearly. It did make me think, what do I need Twitch for? I'll tell you what I need them for, is I play games on Twitch. I stream on YouTube. What do you mean? It's fucking the same thing, isn't it? No, it's not that. YouTube Studio, not YouTube Studio. Your channel, wrong account, switch account. Ganji Kid. Your channel. You're out now. So we do all this streaming, don't we? I upload the Genshin Impact videos to this channel. It was like a repository for the Twitch streams. But because, you know, modern world, people stream on YouTube. I started streaming on YouTube as well. So I thought I'd do different stuff in the different places. On Twitch, I'm streaming the gameplay of Genshin Impact. I'm a Genshin Impact streamer on Twitch. On YouTube, I'm doing other stuff like Madly I'm McCann. I can't be asked to get, like, there's been a lot of Genshin Impact at that last bit there, but I can't be asked to, you know, describe what variety is. You understand what variety is. We've got to get back onto that flight simulator. We do words on stream every Wednesday. We talk about crime and deviance and psychology and all sorts. So I've got these like different sort of streams, but they're all on the same channel. Oh, why don't you do a separate Genshin Impact channel, Scotty Hottie? You could upload the Twitch stuff to Genshin Impact channel. Well, I've already got this going now. And what happens in 5 years when Genshin Impact stops? I mean, it's a bit of a long-term thought for me, isn't it? Maybe I don't need to worry about what happens in 5 years when Genshin Impact stops. But I don't want to be tied to a game, beholden to a game. World of Warcraft streamer. World of Warcraft's crap this month. You're not getting any views. You know, I don't want to be tied to a thing. I want to be just me. Just me. So what do I need Twitch for then? Maybe I should just stream straight on YouTube. If Twitch isn't going to work, I'll tell you that. Second strike now. You get 3 copyright strikes, don't you, on YouTube? On Twitch, this is the second time we've not been able to stream. Excuse me. The second time we've not been able to stream. Once was when Twitch down during the release of the latest banner and area, the desert stuff. We weren't able to stream on that day because Twitch down UK. And then it's done it to me again yesterday. So I just feel like for security, I could move everything onto. I mean, it seems weird, doesn't it? Security, I'm supposed to be on 2 places, but for security, could move everything onto YouTube. I don't know. Certainly, what we did yesterday, we had to say, right, fuck it. If we can't stream on Twitch, I switched over to the B-side channel, battery exhausted, and I streamed there instead. But you won't be able to see that there. What? What do you mean you won't be able to see it there? No, you won't be able to see it there because the video is blocked because we looked briefly at a bit of wildlife footage of some lions and some tribes people, and that wildlife footage is copyright up the whammer. So video blocked. I've had to appeal to the copyright laws, you know, fair use, because it was fair use. So you can't see. What we actually did, we streamed a different game there. So I've got this B-side channel for streaming scruffy streams, I'll call them. Scruffier streams, B-side channel, and that's gameplay, it's chat, it's chilling, it's all sorts of stuff, as is the main channel, Ganji Kid. It's gameplay, it's chat, it's chilling, it's all sorts of stuff in the weekdays in the UK time. So probably if you'll be in bed if you're not in the UK, but in the UK time in the weekdays, I'm online, I'm streaming, and I'm also streaming at weekends on Twitch. I need to factor in a day off for myself as well. I'm starting to get a bit tired, or he's a tired bundle. So that's my little introduction of Chuff. Why we weren't here yesterday. We are here today though, and what we're trying to do today is we're in the middle of this Razor quest. I actually just bin it off in the middle of it. Trying to do Razor's story quest. We got in here, we started having the chat, and then the internet went funny, so... Not the internet, just Twitch. The rest of my internet was working fine, my computer was fine. So yes, that's what we've been doing. We've had a chat to Razor here, and he wants to send us off to the winery. Now, before we go off to the winery, this room's as good as any. This room's as good as any. We're going to have to bang some resin and we're going to have to do some commissions. But this room's as good as any to show off our new trinket, our new toy. We managed to hit our first 5-star weapon. I haven't got the stuff for it yet. It's Sunday though, so I can do whatever I want Sunday domains. So we might be banging some stuff up. I haven't got any Mora. We're going to have to earn up some Mora. But I might be banging that weapon up high. This new weapon. Might be banging that out. Oh, look at how lovely it is. Oh, look at that big chuffer of a sword. Now, I was thinking, right, they gave me that 5-star. That's on my free banner. That's Deluxe weapon, I'm told. Told quite reliably that that's Deluxe weapon. So, what I thought was... I think I've got one free wish. I've got 2 free wishes. So we literally just hit pity. 5-star. But this is how you do it when you're a streamer. This is how you do it. You just... I don't need like 90 wishes. I'm just going to do 2. And on the second one, I'm going to get Deluxe. So this first one will be a crappy bow. Crappy whatever that is. But this one will be Deluxe. That's not... I said Deluxe. The fuck do you think that is? Fucking going straight in the bin, that is. Right. We've got some resin to spend. Let's see if we can condense it. Although I might have quite a lot condensed already. Fucking not Deluxe, isn't it? That's not Deluxe. It's fucking... You said you get Deluxe. I didn't say I'd get Deluxe. I said I hope. I didn't say I hope. You said you'd definitely get it. I didn't say I'd definitely get it. It's just because last time I said, oh, let's just pop one wish and then it'll be a 5-star. And it was a 5-star, wasn't it? Fucking sword. Craft for me what I desire. 4 of them, you chuffer. You can't have them. You can have 3 of them. That'll do then. That's resin spent. I like it. Instead of having to go and bang the boss again, which we do have to do today, we should bang a boss. I did Child in the week, went off camera. And of course, yesterday I couldn't stream Genshin Impact, but I did do my commissions and my bits and pieces. But, yep. So we're back to Mondstadt to sort out this story quest. I know we might, yeah, back to Mondstadt. Dawn Winery. Winery. Don't you go whining. Oh, you don't have to whine. Hello, Crawl. How's it going? It's not going brilliantly because yesterday we didn't get on. I love it when I do my introduction and then someone arrives in chat and I'm like, I'll just say it all again. I'll say it all again. I'm kind of desperate to tell people. Twitch down yesterday. No problems at the moment, but yesterday, oh, you fucker. Twitch down. So we tried to stream and it fucked it. It just binned us straight off. We had 10 minutes of me starting off the quest and doing my introduction. I even did a little song and then it binned us off. So, yeah, wasn't happy about that. And what I did instead, I was just saying, I went on Battery Exhausted and we played a bit of Medieval Dynasty. Because I could stream, just not on Twitch. So I played a bit of Medieval Dynasty. Kind of vegan beat Medieval.
You're fond of a good drink, aren't you? Fine Lacerfest must be right up your alley. Kaya?
Do you know what, YouTube...
I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere.
Shut up, Kaya.
What was your question?
YouTube fucked up monetization, apparently. Yeah, although it doesn't bother me because I only get £10 a month monetization, $10 a month, which is worth the same as pounds these days, isn't it? Because they fucked up our economy. But it didn't actually make a difference to me. What did happen was the video I produced yesterday, instead of doing the stream, Genshin Impact, which was a good one, right? This was a good one. If I switch, you'll only be able to see it if I go to Switch account, Battery Exhausted, YouTube Studio, and we did can a vegan survive medieval dynasty? I even did a cheeky thumbnail, look. Can a vegan survive medieval dynasty? Well, that's quite an interesting concept, isn't it? Medieval Dynasty is one of these survival games. And 1-2 check Chuffing one. Thought that because in my first little run, what I did was I went out and I collected these sticks. And then I went into the town and I punched a cow. Punched a cow, that's not vegan. Why isn't it playing, Chuffer? Thought that because in my first little run, you need the toilet as well. You're shuffling about in your seat. Is there a fish in there? Or is it a little... Punched a cow. Not vegan. Wait, this is me just messing about at the start. Where's the cow? I punch a cow. It's funny. I think it's funny. It's not vegan. It's not funny. Yeah, look, there's... so, this is what I did on my very first playthrough. And I'll just do it again now just to show you. Because so, I do think it's bad for everyone that got their monetization fucked with. But also, YouTube will fix that. I think it won't be an overnight thing. And maybe you won't get as much money. Or maybe your videos won't perform as well. But it's only like a blip. I suppose Twitch was only a blip, but the difference in the blip is your videos are still on YouTube and you're still able to create, whereas with Twitch you weren't. Everyone in the world didn't suffer, but it's the second time in as many weeks that us in the UK, or we had it 2 weeks ago, didn't we, when we were trying to do the new desert area and we couldn't get on. I can't handle that. I was saying I think I might even be up for just fucking off Twitch, just moving everything to YouTube, and then, you know, just dealing with it. But then if I get any issues on YouTube, I haven't got a backup, have I? This is like I like having a foot in both camps. And I like the differentiation between live gameplay here on Twitch, Genshin Impact streamer. You know, it feels like the right place for it. And I think we might meet a new few people here and there on Twitch. You know, some people might come to the stream on Twitch that wouldn't have come to the stream on YouTube. But from what I see, it's not big numbers, so it might not be the be-all and end-all. I don't know the answers, you know. I just know that I didn't like it yesterday when I couldn't get on, but I did this instead. This is funny. Explain it all. I can example it. Look, here we are. This is the town. And I was like, oh, this is the town. I just see how it works. Oh, these cows, look, what's going on here? And then I went like that. And I punched a cow, look. No, bad vegan. Oh, that's a bad vegan. And then what happens when you punch the cow is it makes them cross. Look, dynasty reputation changed, -12. That cow, I've killed the cow, look. I punched it dead. Big tough chuffer I am. Punch the cow dead. Punch the cow dead. But instead of that, actually, I went and played it properly. I did a vegan run through, and we played it properly. So this is like a medieval survival game. You have to build a little village and stuff. And I did my own vegan run, and that was quite fun. And then towards the end, we got talking about veganism because it was a vegan run, and this came up. This idea, I'm not going to play it now because otherwise it'll fuck up this stream, but the idea the Maasai tribes would chase lions off their kill. Like this idea about the Maasai tribes chasing lions off the kill, right? Hello, Snippies. Snippies was here watching this. And then what YouTube did for me, instead of demonetizing or having problems with monetization, it said, that's copyright. No one in the world can see your video. So thanks very much. I've got to wait 30 days for the appeal. It's not copyright because fucking hell, look at me talking. I'm on top of it. It's fair use. I'm doing the fair use. I'm using it as an illustration. So sadly yesterday, everything, like even the backup plan has now gone to shit. I actually think to myself sometimes, right, I actually do think to myself sometimes, should I just play the YouTube game the way it wants me to play it? You know, should I just do, this is Bear Friday Body Language, this was one of my channels, secret channel. I did YouTube the way it wanted it, really. Body Language, Zoella and the £50 advent calendar. 200,000 views. That's me. Getting 200,000 views there. Doing bang on trend, cheeky thumbnail, social commentary. 200,000 views. Of course, I didn't follow it up with any more shit like that. I did social repose and they wanted that. And then all these people kept saying, oh, can you do this person? Can you do this person? And I'm like, no. I only wanted to make a boxing channel, really, but I did a bit of body language for somebody else other than... I did boxing, somebody random, Tetris for fun, social media person, boxing, and it was this that they all wanted to see.
Hi, you're with Bear Friday Body Language, and this is another non-boxing video, so stay tuned if you love the boxing. she's making it into an issue about the price of the calendar.
Calendar is something I've worked on for a year. I love the product.
Now, this is looking into her emotional memory.
So she's actually reading a script there now, I think, rather than an emotional memory. I think she's looking at a script. So I changed my opinion. But, you know, I did a body language analysis thing. Got loads of views. I don't want to be like that. Switch account. I don't mind doing the body language, but I don't really want to be... like the amount of people that were saying to me, can you do this person? Can you do this person? And can you prove that this person is a chuffer? And they were all people I'd never heard of. They were all like, you know, YouTube stars and Twitch streamers and, oh, I hate this person. I want you to lay into them, please. And I don't want to be there, like, you know, I don't want to stir up those feelings. So I decided not to do it anymore. Anyway, I just wonder, should I just fuck off all the stuff we're doing sometimes? Because YouTube and its funny algorithm, Twitch and its funny system, and that voice, it's my voice slowed down, but it creates this funny tone that people think is like a voice changer, but it's not dramatically different from my voice. It's just my voice slowed down. I'm only telling you this on the secret. Nobody knows this. This is secret. But they all think that I was somebody else. They all thought there's another boxing channel that puts boxing videos out, and a lot of them thought I was that channel. They don't know who I am. And the reason they don't know who I am is because I don't want them to know who I am. I want them to judge it on just the video. And they did judge it on just the video, and they fucking love it. So maybe I'll go back to that. I don't know. But it seems like I know what to do on YouTube and Twitch. You know, I know what to do. I was thinking this before I sat down today and switched on. I thought, you know what? Ludwig did that streamathon, didn't he? And he got all those views and really popular. And I was thinking, what am I doing today? Is it the case that what I'm doing today could be universally, almost globally understood and be seen as entertainment? Am I broad enough in that context? And does it matter? And, you know, if I wanted to explode and be big like Ludwig, I'd have to broaden out my appeal, and I'd have to do different things. I'd have to be an entertainer rather than a content creator, if that makes sense. I'm not dissing Ludwig, I'm not at all dissing him. I'm just saying it's a slightly different job. You know, I'd have different aims when I woke up in the morning and started a stream. Today's main aim is to have fucking loads of fun. So I'm going to carry on the way I am. But it is a funny week this week with Twitch being down for the people in the UK again. Not everyone, just 800 reports. Mind you, how many UK streamers are on at the weekend, I don't know, but that's an issue to me. An issue with the content itself, the eclectic mix that I bring, means that I'm either bringing people in from all over the different places, that's good, but then I'm putting them off as well. When today they see a Genshin Impact upload and they think, I don't want Genshin Impact, I like watching videos about Madly I McCann. Or they see a Madly I McCann video and think, I don't want Madly I McCann, I like Genshin Impact. They all get cross about me saying Madly I as well. They prefer it if I say Madeline. And now that I've done the... this is another one that... I'll get on to Genshin Impact in just a second. I will. But this is one that blows my mind, right? So on these playlists, we've got a playlist. And the good thing about this channel is watch it through playlists. Watch the things you like on the playlists. Tartaria Uncovered. Right? This is taking a look at mud floods and YouTube truthers. All these funny conspiracy videos. Oh, they've got funny conspiracies, and I say the conspiracies are just silly conspiracies. Like Tesla Tartarian free energy. There's this funny idea that Tesla was working on a free energy device and that they shut him down, and the powers that be, the big conspiracy is that they want you to pay for your energy, so the powers that be. And actually Tesla was working on a way of sharing energy, but you still had to have the energy to start with. Energy don't come for free. So you get a big generator, you power up your generator, and then you can share that electricity out without wires. We use it now for charging up our phones and our iWatches, wireless charging. And he invented that sort of idea. And they said, oh, that's not good, Tesla. I've, like, this big electricity company, man, paid you money to get me a wires system, so I could, like, I want you to make me wires and meters so I can charge them for the electricity. I don't want you to allow my electricity to be pumped out into the atmosphere for free. That's no good. So everyone can access it with their wireless charging. No, Nikola Tesla, no. I want to charge for it. And so that's what happened. It wasn't free energy. It was the sharing of energy, that the method of energy transportation can happen through wireless. And if it does, how do you regulate it? How do you charge people for it? Because you can't put a meter on it because there's no wire coming in your house. So there was that problem with that. I explained it all in the video, right? And the joke is, the biggest joke of this is that the funny conspiracy theories, like, you know, Donald Trump and his funny ideas and all the people that follow him and their funny ideas, you know, You know, this photo and all these idiots. You know, these idiots in this business. Yeah? Like, this is... What happened is, about the time of 9/11, there was a point where the government were trying to hide things, and there were conspiracy people digging around and finding out the truth. Around about the time of 9/11, Iraq War, you know, and they said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there weren't. You know, those sort of times. Well, it turns out back then conspiracy theories were really dangerous to the government because they were digging around and finding the truth. So what the government did, or the powers that be, or the right wing, or, you know, whatever, what they did is they flooded the world with a load of bullshit conspiracy theories. So now the conspiracy theorists can't see the wood from the trees. And instead of being a switched on underground journalist, now you're a fucking nutter, right? So they actually pump out the shit. They pump out the conspiracy theory, and they want more and more ridiculous conspiracy theory to be in the minds of these people, because that actually, you get this is surprising, it politically motivates them. Before, I was a conspiracy theorist sort of person who would say, I don't believe what they say about 9/11, I don't believe what they say about Iraq and the war. Well, it turned out to be correct to not believe what they say. That was fine, that was normal, and I decided not to vote for those people. But nowadays, they pump out all this politically minded conspiracy shit, and these people that wouldn't have voted before because I don't like what the dirty government has done are now voting for this person who will drain the swamp and fix these problems. And actually they're voting for a politician like Donald Trump. He represents the Republican Party. All the people that would have been disenfranchised is the word, and that was a problem in the late 90s, early 2000s, the disenfranchisement of the voting audience. Those people are now enfranchised again. They've got a champion, and they think they're apolitical. They think they're underground and they're smashing the system. But actually, they're paying into the system and they're buying into the ideas of the system. The system has subverted the conspiracy instead of the conspiracy subverting the system. It's very easy for me to explain it, isn't it? And it's easy to see it in action because these people are politically motivated now. In our country, in the UK, we had a Brexit. Now, a lot of people around my way think they voted for Brexit. They think they voted for control your borders and this and that. Look what's happening now. Where's Boris Johnson now? I told them in the pub, give it 5 years, you'll have an unelected Prime Minister scraping in the cash. It's obvious. They think they voted for something because they don't understand politics. So they got politically minded through conspiracy and bullshit, and then they ended up being herded like idiots into the voting booths so they could vote for the Republican Party, or in my case, the Conservative Party in our country. So I understand the lay of the land, right? I understand it. And what's funny to me now, and it really actually it's sad in a way as well, though, is I do these conspiracy videos to help people, because at the end of these videos, what I do is I say, instead of saying you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to be fucking kicked in the head, what I say is, wow, you've come to some really funny ideas, and the funny ideas are being pumped into your head by the bad people, the bad chuffers, the sort of government, like, who's got the money to do all this social media manipulation? Who does social media manipulation, with foreign agents? Foreign agents, the government. They pay for people in other countries to do it. Come on. Like, you don't think all the comments on the BBC News... look at this. This always makes me laugh. If I do news, politics, and I just look for one that's got a have your say on it. Where's the one that's got... Okay, this one's got a have your say. Comments. I open up the comments. This news story was published 1 day ago. So it's been up for a while. But in that day, there's 6,000 comments. How many YouTube videos do you know get 6,000 comments in a day? I mean, it is national news, but it is a sort of sideline story about politics. Energy use advice campaign pulled as number 10 objects. It's like a sideline story. How many people do you think are that motivated to go and comment on it, or on the internet on a fucking weekend, desperate to bang out their comments to get thousands of upvotes and downvotes? Not that, like, more people are using Facebook and things like that, aren't they? How come the YouTube comments don't fill up as quick as the BBC News comments? It's because a lot of these are just bullshit comments produced by either bots or people that work in a Philippines call centre or a Nigerian call centre, and they're just paid to promote a party line by a certain party. So you'll have a lot of political comment going on in all the comments, and a lot of them, like, are politically motivated, aren't they? This is the politics section. So either people are that interested in politics these days, or some of it's bullshit, some of it's fake. It's more likely fake news, isn't it? It's more likely some of it's fake. It's more likely that the people with political agendas will pay for online activity. We know that because YouGov in our country, YouGov, which is supposed to be a survey website, a global public opinion and data company. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Explore what the world thinks, discover our solutions, join the community. It was put together by a conglomerate that included Nadeem Zahawi, who was our own chancellor. It's put together by the Conservative Party. We know it is because the man that put it together, who's sold his controlling share, is in the Conservative Party and is a minister. So that's a political website produced by a political party. The questions they ask will shape the public opinion, but they have to choose what questions to ask and what answers you're allowed to select on the survey. So it's just bullshit, yeah? So I understand this from a point of view, deep understanding. I know it. I understand it. I've been looking at it for years. Before we had the internet even, before all this easy world of content creation and sharing. If I just quickly look at these comments, right? Where is it? Maybe it's gone because maybe it's just gone. On my Tesla one, I got comments saying I'm a shill, you're a shill, you're a this, you're a that. I get these comments. Obviously I touch the world of conspiracy theory. I wanted to say this as well. At the end of the conspiracy theory videos, I don't give people a kicking. I say you've been given funny ideas by all these right-wing media, by people who are trying to sell a book, by people who are trying to get YouTube clicks now, and you're given funny ideas and they're feeding off you. And actually, does it help you? One of these videos, for example, star forts there, one of the early ones, they think that these forts were built in the shape of stars for energy collection. It's not energy collection, it's defence. It was even a medieval form of defence. That when you stood on the point of the star, you can see everything out there, and it's harder to shoot you. It's got a reason, but it's not what they think. So at the end of the video, I said, look, if you've been confused by the idea of star forts, don't worry, I don't think you're an idiot. None of us have ever built or seen a star fort, but I think people are trying to confuse you. I'm trying to show you the light. So come with me and we'll help each other and more people to shake off these funny ideas. Because what I was going to say is, does it matter to you when you go shopping for your pizza and chips whether star forts are energy collectors? No, it doesn't. You're going to have to pay through the nose for your pizza and chips because the government are pissing us around. Does it matter to you when you have to go to school or work whether star forts exist? No, it doesn't. In fact, it alienates you from your friends because you argue with them about rubbish in history. So actually it's bad mentally for your mental health and for your social development to be arguing about whether there was a mud flood and that Jesus came back from heaven and all this business. Whether Tesla did or did not try and use the Blackpool Tower to transmit electricity is irrelevant to you when you have to pay your gas bill. You might think, it's not irrelevant because we could have free energy. Well, you don't. No, you can't. No, you don't. And you don't. So on the day-to-day basis, it's fucking up your life. So help is at hand. I'm here to help people. And then I get comments. Oh my God. I've got new comments from nice people on some of these nice things, look, on the Madeline stuff. But, I get comments on this Tesla stuff for people that are angry. People that are angry, and call me a shill. It's fucking weird because maybe I shouldn't be doing this on YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't be doing what I feel and think. Maybe I should just be playing the game because it makes people angry even. I don't know. This is the game. This is Genshin Impact. I've done loads of chuffing. Couldn't help it. Just felt like getting it off my chest. Are we going to be all right in the... sorry, let me take your comments. Debunk crazy conspiracy theories with bigger conspiracy that points to the bigger actors want to push those flat earthers. Who cares? The flat earth stuff is a great example of it. It's who really gave a shit about the flat earth before the Twin Towers? Nobody. They were talking about conspiracy theories that mattered. Whether we should bomb Iraq, whether there were weapons of mass destruction, who paid Osama bin Laden. You know, who funded the Al Qaeda? That mattered. And we found out who did, and it was fucking dark. It's not even a conspiracy. It's just fucking dark. There were no weapons of mass destruction. We did kill all those people. You know, it's just dark, yeah? But the flat earth stuff doesn't hurt the government, does it? But what it does is it takes all those people who were a bit switched on, a bit digging, a bit, you know, a bit interested, a bit subversive, and it puts them all in a bucket marked fucking idiots wasting their time. And they can spend all the time they want wasting their time on that shit. And at the end of it, they'll probably go and vote Conservative Party for some reason. They did for Brexit. They'll probably go and vote Republican. They did for Trump. So, you know, it takes dangerous people politically and turns them into suckers. Like changing the carrot for a bigger carrot. I guess I just think as well that in the past the conspiracy theory required you to have done some research. In the past, like I'm talking before YouTube, because when I got into this stuff, Zeitgeist was just on YouTube but it wasn't. You know, you had to watch things on telly and on video and TV, talk about them with friends. YouTube did exist, but nowadays the slew of social media means that people who were not that interested before, who didn't do the research, who aren't going to read and understand, you know, are not politically minded and understanding, are now being fed all the conspiracy with their cornflakes. So it's not just the thoughtful that are getting it, it's the ignorant as well. And the people that are producing this stuff now, the right-wing media, are doing it more sophisticated, in more clever ways, better manipulation. So more and more people are falling for the trick. And the sad thing is those people are fighting me. They're fighting me, right? You're a shill, you're a this, you're a that.
Work hard and live.
This is the joke. I mean, I'm talking to a specific person who puts some comments on my channel, really, but I'm also talking in general about, you know, this. But if I look on my channel, you're out now. This is how you know for a fact I'm not a shill, really. It's because I spotted Liz Truss 8 months ago. You know, there's my episode about Liz Truss. I just couldn't help it. I had to speak out about Liz Truss being such a chuffer. 8 months later, she's the Prime Minister. So, like, I'm seeing these evils before they become fully fledged. But other people aren't. And they're calling me a shill. Don't think they watched my Liz Truss video. But, yeah, it's a funny old game, YouTube. The reason we're talking about this is because I'm on YouTube. I'm talking about it with you. You're telling me that people have got demonetized. And we had this problem with Twitch. It's a funny old game, social media. And, you know, this week, if you want to get busy on the social fizzy, this is what you should do. I've forgotten even her name. It'll show it me if I just go to YouTube, won't it? If I just go to YouTube and scroll down to where are the shorts? No shorts. This is what I watch on YouTube anyway, so something's been invading my shorts recently. She's a footballer, is it Angela Lehman? See, now I've typed it, it's going to fucking... See, it's not even bringing her up. Oh, beautiful women in football. See, it knows what I'm trying to type. Alicia Lehman. Here we are. This is the video that came up. And I'm a football fan, so I do watch some football stuff. But this is not for the same reason. This video is going viral, not for the same reason as me liking football. It's also because of the sexy women punching each other. So YouTube served this to me, and then it's serving it to me in my shorts, and it's serving it to me. If you want to make some YouTube money this week, right, you forget everything I'm doing, and you just get on and Alicia Lehman shorts. And these are adverts, so forget these adverts. See how it's working for YouTube, though? Double advert for this one. It's a fucking 10-second video. I'm watching a full 30... And they know I'm watching the advert. They know it as well, so they'll serve another one, the fuckers. Get away with you. Right, here we go. It's a 10-minute video, actually. I don't want to watch... See, the video I watched was like a short clip where she kicked the ball at the other woman. But essentially, it's like, if you want to make some money on the internet at the moment, you want to get Alicia Lehman shorts. Make them. I don't even like Aston Villa.
Referee.
They all love this Alicia Lehman at the moment, though. This video's got so many ads.
Waiting to take the corner.
There she goes. She kicked the ball at that woman.
And
the woman goes down on the floor and she doesn't like
dropping
it.
behind the Brighton goal.
And Alicia Lehman's like the most attractive footballer that most people have ever seen because they're used to watching people like Ian Wright and Tony Adams. So Alicia Lehman, and watch this. I shouldn't be doing this because it's going to fuck up my algorithm. But if I just search for it. Oh, she's been on Soccer AM 5 months ago, so she's been doing the telly rounds. 10 days ago, Aston Villa FC. Big booty, this one, it says. So do you see what I mean? 1.3 million views. I'm doing YouTube wrong. I should just be clipping little clips of her getting pushed over and getting up and wiping her hands on her bum or something. Like, people fucking love her. Like, that's what's breaking YouTube at the moment. And it's not, I mean, I'm late to the party, look. These videos are from a year ago. 6 months ago, but they're coming up now in my feed, so I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but now I've got to watch. I don't even like Aston Villa. I'm not watching Aston Villa videos. Fuck them. But I'm doing it wrong. I'm a shit. I'm really bad at it. Yeah, I'm not getting paid for a start, so that's a fucker, isn't it? I need to be talking about Dream's face. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And that's another entire generation. I need to accept as well that, like, in terms of YouTube trend and stuff like that, I had my little peak and wave when I was a bit younger and when I was on trend with the things I was doing. And now I'm a bit older and I'm not even like some stupid old man, but, like, you know, the whole Minecraft generation is younger than me and did an entire YouTube thing where they were the most popular people, and other people that used to be big and popular, like H3H and this and that, suddenly were the old people of YouTube. And they don't even consider themselves the old people. They used to watch people on YouTube. That's why Darkside feels so interesting, because he's been there for 14 years. I've been here for 7. You know, Dream's been here for... Dream is now an old hand. And the next generation who are going to get big on YouTube, I don't even know what they're going to be doing. But it's not going to be what I'm doing, is it? So, like, not a trendy fucker. Just a little chat and a little chat. We're supposed to be playing Genshin Impact.
Never mind, nothing that important.
It's just interesting to me because I'm on it, and it's interesting to you obviously because you're talking about it, so I'm happy to talk. But I don't know what the future holds. I obviously like Twitch. I do like it as an ecosystem. I do like it. I watch people who are on Twitch. I generally tend to watch them on YouTube later at a later date because in England, when I'm awake, they're in bed. But, you know, I do watch Asmongold. I do watch just Asmongold, really. And Kettle Toro and Dish. I've seen them. You know, but I like, you know, I've been on YouTube a lot longer. I know how to make YouTube content, and I know that if you... Do you know what's weird? Is if you gave me the job, like if it was my job to be a YouTube producer for somebody else, like, I've done... Let me show you by... Switch account. I've got different channels. Battery Exhausted is the B-side channel. True Binaural and ASMR was my first channel. It got like up to 20,000 subs at one point. Sports shorts I'm not doing. ASMR shorts I'm not doing. Ganji Arts is our channel, obviously. Bear Friday, I got the thousands of subs. I think we're going up to 4 or 5, I don't know, but it dropped off because obviously I stopped doing it. Mental Health Monday I tried doing. Ganji Bins. Who Said Shorts. So... See, I can't watch my own video on YouTube. Who Said Shorts? This is a channel that I made when Shorts started. Not started, a bit later actually than when they started, but this is not going to be like good videos, sort by most popular. So this is an idea for Shorts content that I had. That's not it. This is it.
Who said, I will never live in Los Angeles again? Who said, I will never live in Los Angeles again? What? Kanye West, who said...
So it's a good little simple idea, isn't it? It's a question. So if you're interested in these people and these chuffers, you've pressed the button, and these are quite popular chuffers. And then I've asked you a question, and if you want to know the answer, you have to wait to the end of the short. So you have to watch the whole fucker, because you can't skip shorts, can you? So...
I will never live in Los Angeles again. Who said... I will never live in Los Angeles again. What? Kanye Kanye West.
There you go. And again, it's not me in my face, is it? And look at this. This is very popular on this channel. I mean, I only just got the channel started. I did a few videos.
Who said, which member of BTS is this? Cute baby. Which member of BTS is this? Cute baby. What? Jin.
So everyone likes BTS. Everyone likes cute babies. Everyone likes being forced to sit to the end of the short to provide the answer. In fact, if I was to do this now, I left a little thinking space in there for people, but if I was to do this now, I might even consider shortening the short, editing it down a bit shorter, so that maybe they play it twice by accident. But they're shorts, and this got a bit of traction. I got some thousands of views on some of them. Like, that's not big for shorts, but it was in Indonesia and India, and it was amongst younger people, and they're all about BTS in the main, really. That's why that attracts that audience. But I did try other ones like Batman and Steve Jobs, but the audience on YouTube in the main, you know, do a bit of shorts about Jungkook and Lisa from Blackpink, and you're gonna get more views, aren't
Who
you?
said, my number one idol will always be Rihanna. She has everything I want to be. My number one idol will always be Rihanna. She has everything I want. Jenny.
So I know that if I just produced a channel, like, that was like labour though. I didn't want to do it. It was boring. Like, I had to do a little bit of research, like to make a set. I do like 4 or 5 videos in a sitting, and what I'd do is I'd go on the internet and search up some BTS pictures or some BTS facts or some whatever, and then I'd get it all in the editing thing, and then I'd bang out 3 or 4 of them, and then upload them all, tag them all, you know, hashtag. It's like work. It's like you're sitting in an office doing work. Because I'm not interested in BTS really, and I'm not really interested. Like, and if I am, I'm not interested in making these little shorts like this. It's like work. But like, I could do that, and then you wouldn't get what I'm doing now. I wouldn't be able to play Genshin Impact all the time. I'd have to do this more often, wouldn't I? And I could turn that into a success. And the other thing that I think is, like, you give me, like, say, some young person who's interested in boxing, or some young person who's interested in makeup videos or whatever, and they've got a bit of talent, and I know all the correct things, the boxes to tick, the ways to make the content, how to start a video, what your the editing tricks. I could be a producer for this person, and I could send them into the stratosphere, or at least I could give them as best good chance, good practice, good content ideas, good stratagems as anyone else out there, and they stand a good chance then, if what they actually do on camera is any good, of making it. Like, much better chance than people who don't have those understandings of the media and abilities to create it. And yet I don't do it for myself. I choose not to do it for myself, my own content. I consistently do that, whether it's been ASMR, true binaural ASMR. I wouldn't follow the party line. Even the stuff we're doing now, the streaming, is a bit more what you'd call mainstream, but I still can't tidy up the channel enough, can I? And follow the YouTube algorithm rules to. Maybe I should have a Genshin Impact channel separate. It just keeps nagging at me. Maybe I should just do it and just shut up about it. But I know as well from some of these other channels that I made, like Bear Friday Body Language and the shorts there, that if I do it, I can actually tickle the algorithm. It's like fishing. Like, some people,
You're out now.
like, sitting by the bank and eating their sandwich. I'm sitting by the bank and eating my sandwiches. I haven't even got a fucking worm on the hook. You know, I haven't got a hook on the line. I'm just doing what I want, sitting on the bank eating my sandwiches. You know, some people are out there with like several rods. They've got the right bait. They've thrown the corn in. They've like they're on it. And then that's one aspect. The other aspect is some people are doing fishing on the sea, on a little boat, and it's the new cool fishing, and I don't even know about it because I'm not in the new cool. You know, some people are Minecraft streamers, like, and they're a generation younger, and they've got different memes, and they're sharing their ideas on a different. Some people are even on TikTok and other places now. Do you know what I mean? It's like a generational thing. So now I'm an old fisherman. It just, YouTube changes fast. And you either keep up with it, and you either tickle the algorithm, you know, tickle the fish, throw the corn in, do all the different things, and make loads of fish. And it's a bad analogy because I'm vegan, but But yeah, I tell you what I'm doing as well. I'm not just waiting for fish to jump in the boat. I'm doing things that I know fucks YouTube off. Like that video that I tried to show you that we did yesterday had the copyright thing in it. I'm always saying we're going to get copyright strikes at the whammer. I don't ever get strikes off YouTube, you know, I just have to accept that, oh, this video is demonetized, oh, this video will not be shown. And then I do Madly I McCann conspiracy video. Like, you know, the conspiracy stuff. I'm not even, like, I'm saying it's bullshit, yeah? I'm saying that the conspiracy theories are bullshit, and YouTube saying, oh, this video is full of misinformation. And I'm like, of course it is. I'm saying the misinformation is bullshit. I did one on the Bear Friday Body Language channel where I said the Sandy Hook shooting was real, and the people that say it's crisis actors are very rude because people are sad about the loss of their loved ones. And YouTube said you can't monetize Sandy Hook. I was like, yeah, but I'm saying it's real. I'm not saying it's conspiracy. It's a YouTube conspiracy flag. I know that if I touch certain areas, you know, there's people, you hear them say it in the videos, I won't say this, I won't say that word, we can't say this word because the algorithm will bin me off. I just say the fucking words. Like, we're doing Madly I McCann, we had to mention, and I'll say it now because this is completely irrelevant to this video, but we had to mention sexual abuse, didn't we? And like, you know, I say the words, I've just said them now. So, yeah, it's funny to me in a way, it's funny to me. But, the fact that Twitch was down and has been down yesterday and has been down again today, we'll crack on now with Genshin Impact, like I keep saying we will. But all in all, I'm glad we had this little chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can skip it on, can't you, lucky fucker? It's a funny old world, and YouTube's a funny old game. And I think the main thing in again, my attitude to the world and everything is just, you know, let's make sure that we're having fun and staying happy. Because if the work becomes a grind and it becomes too much like grinding work and you feel like you're just exploiting the worst parts of humanity for money, then, you know, and it makes you unhappy. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do that.
Oh. I was just wondering who'd be coming all the way out here during the Vine Laser Fest.
Wine Laser Fest?
So, it's you two.
Yeah, of course it's me too.
And you, too.
What? Oh, you as well.
So cold.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Almost enough to make me feel unwelcome here, Master Diluc.
And I'm on the side of Diluc, because you're a chuffer.
Don't forget that this is my home, too. I'm fairly certain that taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Because look, oh, I can't stop it, can I? I can't stop it. They're going to be pissed off with this one. They're going to say, I came here to watch Genshin Impact and you're doing all this chuffing. But trust me, you'll like this if you like Genshin Impact. YouTube, Kettle Toro, really starting to be more and more
My Twitch chat wanted to curse
impressed.
me by repeatedly playing I Pulled a Titi.
I'm more and more impressed by Kettle Toro, who recently has been doing some charity streams and giving away some stuff. See, they seem a bit more switched on than I am about how, I wouldn't even know how to start giving away Welkin Moons, but they've been giving away Welkin Moons, doing some interesting streams, and like making some interesting cool videos. I like Kettle Toro. I think they're a really good content creator. They wouldn't dream of doing a extended conversation about conspiracy theories and the Iraq war at the start of their stream, like I've just done. They wouldn't dream of doing a variety channel on YouTube. They Genshin Impact, and they are bang good at it. You know, it's this focus that helps on YouTube, and I know it so much, so maybe I should have a separate Genshin Impact channel. But I want the Genshin Impact people to just join the stream in general, like I keep saying, and I want to live and die by me as a streamer, not by Genshin Impact, because if Genshin Impact goes down the pan, where am I then? But yeah. I mean, I wonder what would happen in 5 years where the Kettle Toro just ends their YouTube, or always does Genshin Impact. You know, what happens when Genshin Impact stops being Genshin Impact and decides that they're going to bring on the next game? Do you just move on to the next game? And we see Genshin Impact as a more long-term thing, but long-term and long-term are different questions, aren't they? And I've seen World of Warcraft streamers. We'll watch Kettle Toro just one sec, but before we do, I just want to show you a stream, not a streamer, sorry, Mad Season. Another one that I really respect. Mad Season and I'm not subscribed on this channel because I watch on my battery exhausted, but Mad Season's been making these World of Warcraft videos for years. Like, really good ones. Like, really, it's not just, oh, it's about World of Warcraft, but it's his delivery, it's his... it's his content creation.
Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another video for you. I got something pretty interesting to share with you today, I think. With Classic drawing closer and closer, something that's becoming more and more relevant is nostalgia. And having quite the library of videos about Classic, as you would imagine, I practically live in it, as do a lot of my subscribers, I'm sure. So today, I want to talk about it, not just in the context of World of Warcraft, but just gaming in general.
So he makes these brilliant videos, he's got a lovely meter and tone to his voice, and of course World of Warcraft focused, as he said, he lives in it. Well, what happened when World of Warcraft stopped and went shit? As it did, because it did, after all these years it did, he just fucking stopped. 9 months ago, last upload, promised us that he was going to do more than, he's not going to stop making videos, but he's going to stop playing World of Warcraft and therefore stop making regular videos about World of Warcraft. And I thought, oh, that's a shame. World of Warcraft might, you know, rebound or whatever, but Mad Season's out. He's had enough. Like, the whatever bad practices of the game, or the bugs, or the whatever it was, that, you know, and there was all these problems at Blizzard, wasn't there? So same with me in Hearthstone, you know, I've had enough. So he's out. So I've lost one of my favourite content creators because the game they play and are attached to went shit. That's the bottom line. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I watched every single Mad Season video probably twice. So I don't want to be beholden to just one game. Like, Kettle Toro I think is brilliant, and he's riding an upward trend of like being good at content creation and reaping the rewards. But I worry what would happen in 4 years' time if Genshin Impact bins off. And Kettle Toro's like one of my favourite people. Are they going to be able to translate that to other games, other ideas, or is it always going to be just, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, watch some of the Kettle Toro because she's
where
great.
If something happens, the video ends. So I thought it would be a great idea to do a Genshin rendition of this, where if I take damage, even a single smidge of damage, the video ends. And I thought it would be cool to try to do all the world bosses, and let's see how far we can get. So I guess to start off, we should probably heal, so that it's like really obvious when we take some damage. So I'm just gonna go to the Statue of the Seven over there. Oh damn, that's kind of close, but it's okay. We are master evaders. We're fine. Oh, oops, I should have probably just teleported. I forgot. I'm just too nervous, I'm sorry. Alright, so now that that's done, let's...
See, it's funny, isn't it? She's good. Genshin Impact, lots of I'd love to get her on the show. That's what I want to do. Is I want to get. Why did it do this to me? I didn't click that.
Genshin has many strange hidden regions you probably don't even know about. I've personally walked past them hundreds, maybe even thousands of times without even noticing. So let's see if you can guess where these 5 hidden regions are located. The last one is particularly difficult. Did you know Genshin already has a desert you can visit? That's right, you can visit a desert even before Sumeru is released. Ironically, it's found under the seas of Teba. Get a taste of the future Pyro region. Visit Natlan's scorching hot environment and meditate under a waterfall of lava. All this for some reason in Taishan Mansion.
See, she's cool, making really good content. Interesting about Dragonflight looking good. Yeah, I think WoW will never die, but I think there's a certain point with traffic and trend, it's this funny symbiosis. This is just turning into this, so I'm just going to carry on with it. I don't care. It's interesting. It's this funny symbiosis with gaming and the content made about the games. So if I search for World of Warcraft, this is UK 12 months, so I want worldwide, and I don't want 12 months, I want a long time. 2004 present is the longest I can get. So you see this fucking dive of popularity, don't you? And it's mainly, like, it's obvious with World of Warcraft. Back then, it was the market leader, and now the market is hugely diverse and saturated. Loads more people can access games from so many different more places, which would say, oh, more people on mobile devices and all sorts can play games. It doesn't mean you're getting more people playing World of Warcraft, though. It means you're getting fewer people playing World of Warcraft. What? Well, because it was like the only big game, wasn't it? If you want to play an online multiplayer game, you're playing World of Warcraft, or you're not. Like, but nowadays, you like, and it's that generational thing as well. You've got Fortnite, Minecraft, you know, you've got different waves of generations that increasingly care less about World of Warcraft. So it's died a death. Now, the thing about content creation is that, like I just explained, if you're tied to this as a content creator, you have also died a death. And that's unacceptable as a content creator. The irony is the other thing in reverse is true, isn't it? If lots of people are making content about a game, it can resurrect, or not resurrect, or buoy up, or like, that's what the trend is, isn't it? When people started playing Among Us, it wasn't that we were all playing Among Us on our own at home and it was great. It was that streamers were playing it and everyone was watching it, and that's different the way it takes off here these days. That huge peak and then drop like that is a different, I mean, it's probably slightly more similar when you bring it into line. It's similar to World of Warcraft, but you can have this huge bang, you're at the top all of a sudden because it's a big trend, and then it drops off very quick. Same sort of pattern as World of Warcraft, just very much shorter. But it's buoyed, like, you know, that's buoyed by the amount of people watching and creating content about the game, isn't it? So, like, it's this symbiotic relationship. If the game is dying, the streamers and the content creators, there's a limit there. Some people can't afford to stream a game that's dying because they need to eat. So it doesn't matter how good Dragonflight looks when you're... What happens is, this, see that? It's still going there, that line. It hasn't actually bottomed out. There will always be an undertone. There will always be, on my channels, like True Binaural ASMR, I don't have to upload. There will always be 500 people a week watching those videos. There's always like this subcurrent of traffic, like this bottom line that it hits. And you know, from Steam, you know, on Steam, when you look at how many people play the game, it goes in waves, doesn't it? But it's always got, like, there's a lower limit. The trough doesn't bottom out to nobody. There's always a lower limit. So with World of Warcraft, there will always be, like, with this line now that we're looking at, past 5 years, if you look at it 2004 and present, it's had its peak when it was the biggest thing, the big trend. It didn't have people making content about it like it does now. What it did have, I mean, 2004 there were access to things like YouTube, but what it did have was, I mean, did YouTube start in 2004 or 2000, I think? Hang on. Let me just, when did YouTube start? 2005. So yeah, you didn't have YouTube when it started taking off. You just didn't have it, but it still took off because it was the media. It was on the fucking telly. You had the equivalent. And then it's tailed off and tailed off and tailed off. And now we're at this, it's not a flat line, it's not completely, it will never go up again like that. You know, it will never trend up again like that, will it? Because there's a new generation, unless a new generation decides that it's going to be the new trending thing, which is unlikely because they're going to be interested in whatever new interesting thing is happening. Like what their granddad played is not going to be interesting to them. So it can have retro value, but it can never do this again. It's the young people that drive this. So when you look at today, or like the past 5 years, it looks like it goes up and down, but really it doesn't. Really, that's the flat line. Really, that's just that's the amount of people that are never going to stop. There's always going to be that amount of people. It's never going to completely die. Like Hearthstone as well. You look at Hearthstone. It's never going to completely die. Or it might do, actually. I mean, I don't know. If a company decides that they can't be fucked with it anymore, then it will completely die. But it had the same sort of thing, but not as big an interest, because obviously it's not as wide it's not as interesting to as many people when it started. It's more niche and a bit geeky, but tails off down, and then it hits this. It's started to hit this point now where it's leveled off. So you're going to get expansions and things happen, but it's just going to sit at that point. And there'll always be a certain amount of people that want to play Hearthstone. But the issue here is that amount a sustainable audience for a streamer or a YouTuber? Is that amount of total audience? Because it will never disappear completely. You will always have a Hearthstone section on Twitch. You will always have a YouTuber that can make about 2,000 to 20,000 views a video if they work hard at it. But the reason you saw the exodus with Hearthstone of people like Disguised Toast, of people like who else left? Crip left Hearthstone and started playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds, didn't he? Like the reason why these bigger content creators decided to leave Hearthstone is because it got to a point where the growth was negative and the subsistence level of like that bottom layer wasn't enough for them. Like Toast wants hundreds of thousands of views a video. He doesn't want 40,000 views a video. So when he sees it drop and the stats drop, he's out. He's gone. And he's moved on to something different and reinvented himself in a different way to try and get on one of these higher up curves. Something that's going well, not something that's going badly. But even something that's going up, you know, what goes up comes down in these trends. So it's about this bottom standout. Like, right, now we're going to do World of Warcraft worldwide, and we're going to compare it to Genshin Impact. So obviously World of Warcraft has completely died off by this point, hasn't it? We're talking an entirely different generation now, but you see a very similar sort of spike, that big beep up spike mirrored in the World of Warcraft all those years ago, and then you see this jaggedy line just like the World of Warcraft all those years ago. We can predict that in the next, year and a bit, it'll go up again. Possibly this is a feature of different, because we're looking at a global picture, and we know that World of Warcraft is globally popular, of course, but it was launched first in certain territories and then was expanded to different areas of the world, I think. Let's have a look at that just to make sure. World of Warcraft launched in how many countries? I mean, I don't know. It definitely Blizzard China are different, aren't they? And there's a planned release for Korea in 2004. So it released simultaneously in Australia and New Zealand. So it didn't launch in all the same countries all at once. Absolutely can guarantee you that. So you probably see an initial big spike in the biggest market, wherever they launched. And then you see these other spikes as the game takes on. Because Genshin Impact is a global game, it's a big popular global game. You're going to see these spikes when other territories, like, I'm Western and I'm only just getting into it 2 years late. So Brazil is really big. One of those spikes would probably be the Brazil spike when it sort of went big in Brazil. So you've got the same sort of pattern as World of Warcraft. Exactly the same. Like that chart could be overlaid on top of the World of Warcraft one. So what should we predict? They're spreading markets too now. It'll only be a game, but anime soon. That's true, yeah. That's true. There'll be all sorts of interest. So that'll happen and that'll create a little up spike. All these little up spikes are where they did something, either opened up a new territory or promoted a new expansion or, something happened to create more interest in the game. But it always goes back down, and it's irrelevant what these like up and down spikes are like at the top. If you slice off the top and just make that line, if you even that out in your mind and just slice off the tops and ignore some of those little peaks and even out that line, it's a huge up and then a gradual curve down. And that's the same for most things. There aren't many outliers, are there? I'm trying to think of one. A game that was initially not popular and gradually grew and grew. Maybe RuneScape. See how RuneScape doesn't have such an initial surge. See how it gradually grows. but after its peak, it gradually falls as well. It's much more gradual, but you see what I'm saying? It was a bit more of a grower. Let's just put World of Warcraft back on. We know now that the levels that World of Warcraft has dipped to over the years is unsustainable for any content creator. Even the big ones decided to walk away. Asmongold decided to become a variety streamer and actually just more like an MMO channel. Even the big ones decided to walk away. They couldn't. It's unsustainable if you want to be a full-time content creator and base it around World of Warcraft. It's not. It's unsustainable. So with Genshin Impact, it would be foolish to tie yourself to the future of that game when you can predict that at the moment we're in this phase, 4, 6, 2 years after. 2 years after. So when's the dip start to appear? It's 2007, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the third year, World of Warcraft had this big problem. I think was it around Cataclysm? 2007. And it never really recovers. Genshin Impact has obviously looked at this. Like, if you're making Genshin Impact, you're not going to be ignorant of these facts. You're going to understand these facts right to the... Hello, Juzzy. We're doing a really weird episode today where we started talking about YouTube and I've ended up going on about Genshin Impact and its future. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting, I guess, hopefully. Genshin, and this is what I do on YouTube more, is I talk a load of chuff. You've seen me talking chuff. You know what I'm like when I talk chuff. So Genshin Impact is the red line, and it's mirroring... It's basically the same as the original World of Warcraft, just all these years later. And what I'm going to say now is that World of Warcraft didn't know what the future held. Every new dawn was a new day. Every new expansion was a new attempt. No one had ever done what they were doing for that longevity before, because the internet hadn't existed that long. Like, they even started during the boom of YouTube. YouTube didn't exist, they started, then YouTube started existing. So maybe some of these peaks are YouTube peaks as well, where certain things became more popular on YouTube and trended. But as it tails off, we can see that 2008 there, if you're a company making money, and there's an amount of money, there's an amount of, like, this is just the trend line on Google Trends, but you've got to associate it with all the other things. The amount of money they make, the amount of interest in the game equals the amount of money, surely. Like, there must become a point on this line where you say to yourself, right, I'm making a game in today's day and age, and I expect it to launch and to peter out. At what point does the petering out become untenable? Because for Blizzard and World of Warcraft, they've never stopped spending money on this game. They've never stopped developing the game, hoping for more sales, hoping to bring in more people. It's all... I have to let the cat in. It really makes me cross when I have to let the cat in. Show all the people. Engomar, my boy. People here with you. You're right there. Oosh. They took the dog out. They've obviously brought him back. No Man's Sky is an outlier. I'll have a look at that. That'll be interesting. No Man's Sky, because I think I agree. It should certainly be. Obviously, there's nothing on the graph for ages, and then it doesn't. Look good on the graph because we're talking about games that are so much bigger than it, so it's hard to see, but I would agree that game is a grow. I've bought it recently with the intent to give it a look. We can see... Have I got my headphones in? Yeah. We can see that if you're a business and you're about to embark on this journey, there's a point where it tails off. Blizzard have never stopped spending, so at some point they might be making less money than they hope, or even losing money sometimes. Where do you start losing money? Remember, we've always got this sub-undercurrent. There's always a bottom line, like that it never goes below. So maybe that bottom line, that it never goes below, is the point where if you go any lower than that, you lose money, but we're still making money, so we can keep, like, it's a business that can go on forever making a little bit of money. Not loads, but it will never lose money. It will always make a little... Okay, fair enough. So maybe they've decided to keep it going forever. Also, Blizzard have pinned all their other... like Hearthstone is based on I wanted to say Genshin Impact. It's based on World of Warcraft, isn't it? Hearthstone's based in that world. They tried to make Heroes of the Storm. It's an important IP for them, World of Warcraft. So it's like a flagship. It's like McDonald's maybe don't sell as many Big Macs these days, but if they fuck off the Big Mac because it's not a good seller, everyone's going to go, what are you doing? Where's my Big Mac? Oh, what's going on? Like, McDonald's are the Big Mac. So even if it becomes a low seller, like not a big, maybe they're on McFlurries now or some shit, I don't know. But, or the vegan burger, the vegan one. But there's a point where they have not, like, no point of World of Warcraft cut the losses and said, right, that's enough. The graph has gone down far enough. Next year it's going to go down again. I can't be arsed with it. Let's just stop. Like, they haven't done that, have they? They've gone on forever. Genshin Impact have not. They've not even reached. They're at the midpoint. They're at like year 2. They're at this part in the World of Warcraft graph. They're over here. But they know that in the next few years it's going to go down. I reckon at about that point in the graph, whatever that is there, whatever that line is, that's their cut-off line where, yeah, you'd still make some money. Oh, it'd still be a profitable business, but the advertising budget, the development budget, the this, and this, maybe because they spend a lot more money, maybe their line is a bit higher where the cut-off is. I think they've said, look, I don't want to push it beyond that. At that point, let's just fuck it off and cut our losses, because we know the next 4 years are going to be a fucking hard grind and we're going to be flowing downhill. Like, if you can predict the future of your business is all downhill, you stop at the point where you're making the most money and losing the least. And as you start to get into that red, and it's like a balancing act, isn't it, business? The amount you spend versus the amount you make and the profit. As that profit starts to diminish, instead of letting it go on and having problems, you say, fuck that, I'm out. That's what I did with my hairdressing business. The minute things got to the point where I never ended up spending money instead of making it, yeah. But some weeks and months I was basically just not making enough. Like, for me to say I'm making more, like, I was just like paying the rent, paying the bills, paying the hair colour bill, paying the landlord, paying the electricity or the phone bill or the fucking, all these things. Like, I'm buying more things for the salon, and at the end of it, what have I got for me? Like, nothing. So, like, I don't want to work to pay other people's bills. Like, World of Warcraft has gone way to that point, haven't they? Where they're just paying to keep the game pays to keep the studio open, and brings in the world of video games a piddly little amount of money, really, doesn't it? The interest over time has dropped off, but it's a linchpin of their business, so they don't want to let it go. Whereas Genshin Impact, I believe, have decided early doors, before they've even launched the game, they've said there's going to be a point, and it's going to come around the 4-year point. If you do an online game like World of Warcraft, we've seen it before, even in the biggest, best one, there comes a point where it starts to drop off. Instead of waiting, we're going to just call it a day there. So I predict that Genshin Impact have predicted their own demise. I think they predicted, like you would do if you were a smart business, wouldn't you? You haven't had a Big Mac since you were like 15, now they're doing adult Happy Meals, bloody hell. We're not promoting McDonald's. I know they were discussing about creating some kind of metaverse. They've got Honkai Genshin, ZZZ Star Rail. They might combine them somehow, yeah. And the move into the anime is part of that. It's all intertwining marketing. Absolutely. But the game itself, us logging on and expecting more, expecting another expansion and a new character and all that, like, why would you go the World of Warcraft route? Like, if you're running the business, you're in the boardroom, why would you have these years of shitness? No matter how much it stays just above the line, it's never going to be what it was. The best thing you can do, as we've seen from New Game, is make New Game, isn't it? Now, what was the other one you just said? Honking Impact. Honking. I shouldn't say that because now I'm going to always call it honking, and I'm never going to remember how to spell it. Honkai Impact. Watch this. It'll go up and then it'll start to go down. No, it's tiny. Look, it's tiny. It doesn't even count on the graph. Fuck that. They can't make a metaverse with that. It's not even on the graph, mate. I'm going to have to bin off Genshin Impact and World of Warcraft just even to see it. Right, there we go. It's a grower. It's a slow grower, but it's nowhere near the size of the other games. So it's basically purely mobile, not global, right? I don't know if they made it before or after Genshin, but that's not... Like, if you're looking at your portfolio and you're seeing the size of Genshin versus this, yeah, Like, this is one where, for the sake of the company, they're going to float ideas in there. They'll probably, if it's the same company that are producing both things, my guess is you can use Honkai as a breeding ground for ideas, trial different things. If it works well in there, we might do something like that in Genshin. It's a leader into a marketplace where, like, you know, maybe they use it as a trial basis. You know, make sure all the ducks are, if we can work the Honkai servers, then we can work the Genshin server sort of thing. I don't know, it was before Genshin, right? There you go, yeah. And the only reason it's growing because of Genshin, yeah, absolutely. So I don't think it matters to them. If you're running a company and you've seen that little bit of, you know, it's nice, it's like a little happy thing, but it makes a shit of difference when you've got this. Oh, something went wrong. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Genshin Impact. Come on. Farming game. It's not a farming game, is it? Anyway, like, look at the line. Look at the difference. Genshin Impact blows it completely out of the water. So, yeah, but they are aware. They must be aware, and they must have been aware before they started. Sorry, these should be past 12 months, really, shouldn't they? Look at the difference, yeah. So, the interesting thing about Genshin Impact is it is worldwide as well, isn't it? It has now conquered the world, but not every territory. We're saying not... Oh no, every territory, yeah. But I do predict that, you know, the future is not... If you're sensible, the future is not to allow that to tail off like World of Warcraft. The future is to find the break-even point and say that's enough. So I do predict it will end, and that's why me personally, this is what we were talking about, we're bringing it all back. I've seen some of my favourite content creators tied to a game, and that be their downfall, despite it being their years and years of continued and wondrous success. It was also their downfall. And I only came into Genshin Impact to, you know, make a little review. So unlike Kettle Toro, I'm not going to be a specific Genshin Impact streamer. I'd love to get Kettle Toro on to have this conversation, sort of, you know, let's talk about Genshin Impact, you know, what it's like to be a content creator and where you see the game going and how much, like, where you first played Genshin Impact, what your favourite characters, you know, the whole thing. I'd love to do an interview with Kettle Toro, but for me personally, I'm going to have to maintain this variety content, because I'm going to be here longer than Genshin Impact, hopefully. Maybe not a lot longer. You know, maybe Genshin Impact. And also, Genshin Impact will still exist. There'll always be people playing it. They'll probably always have a server up, Genshin Impact Classic or something. But there'll be a point where the new thing is the new thing. And the new thing's got the big line. So... They made a lot of date sims for mobile and stuff. It's interesting as well. Yeah, I would imagine the people that are involved, like, when you think about these teams as well, Genshin Impact is one of the biggest spending, or it's the most expensive game, isn't it? So I'm sure some of the core people that were involved in the original team that originally did the first mobile dating game or whatever might be the same, but same with World of Warcraft. Over time, as you expand the team, it becomes, like, initially when a game is a couple of people in a room doing an indie title, their ideas are going straight in the game, they're writing the game, they are the game. But when it becomes a bigger team and you start to become a more corporate, you know, different departments, stuff like that, it becomes more of a team effort, and no one person can say they are the game. So if this developer leaves, or that designer takes a holiday and somebody else comes in and does the animation, the game goes on. It becomes like a difference between... It becomes like a football team or something, where the team lives forever. So Genshin Impact would always go on in that way, but the graph will come right down to the shallows, and, like, the content creator. Going back to what I was saying about being a content creator, is that the content creators, whilst in the initial hype of it and the initial trend, are instrumental in creating that trend and that hype, and also they live on for the next few months, you know, or years, as part of the, like, content creators can extend the life of the game, but there is a limit, and at some point they also go down with the ship. So being tied to a game, whilst it's a great idea for growing as a content creator, it's also an inbuilt self-destruct mechanism. So it's a worry to me. Really interesting ideas, and I just think everyone that I've seen through Genshin Impact has been so wonderful. Kettle Toro is one of my favourites. So I hope they find in those years to come a way of translating their skills onto something else that is equally enjoyed by their audience, because I'd like to see them continue to make videos forever. But I won't, because I'll be dead. Like my poor old Mad Season. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Right. Now we're going to do this. The worst Genshin Impact streamer in the world, because I don't do any Genshin Impact streaming, but it's that sort of stuff that you can have a look at on the B-side and on the Ganji Kid channel on YouTube. You can see us doing some chat, and it might not be about Genshin Impact, but it's like that, and it's interesting. And it's a bit like Asmongold does it, doesn't he? Asmongold does a load of talking, never playing World of Warcraft, always talking.
Please get to the point.
He said it! Please get to the point. You want an open world dating game? That's quite an interesting... Wow. What an interesting concept. Shouldn't have said that on the internet. Now you've lost it, Dragon's Den. But my avatar does the work for me, so I don't have to go out in the real world until I know it's like Juffa. That'd be interesting. We did have Second Life for a bit, didn't we? Where people like had this Second Life, but I suppose you'd open up the world of Catfish as well, wouldn't you? But I thought you meant just like a dating sim game, like not with real people on the other end. But I suppose it could be an MMO, couldn't it? But like where you're in the world and like you were just like walking around trying to meet people and talk to them and go on dates and stuff. Like, but Grand Theft Auto layout, and you have to drive around and take them to the restaurant and pick them up and like, you know, go to the fucking, I don't know, park or something. MMO dating game. I tell you what, it could turn a bit. That could turn a bit funny, couldn't it? Though.
The point is one that you've already raised yourself.
The Wine Laser Fest. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
To celebrate this long-awaited festival, the acting Grand Master has been coordinating with both the Church and the Adventurers Guild to host a series of events. Unfortunately, given the financial situation of the Knights of Favonius, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
There is one further point that I'd make about this, actually, which is just that some franchises like Star Wars have gone on my entire life, and there are kids playing those games now. I don't know if it's big trend, you know, we're not going to bring out the Google again, but Genshin Impact is poised and does have the opportunity to, if it's got a younger audience or a young enough audience, in the same way as Minecraft was generational, and there are people who will, like, we talk about Generation X, which I think I'm in, aren't I? Like there's different, like the millennials. I refer to the Minecraft generation because, like, it is a moment that ties them together, and it speaks for an entire YouTube generation who memes, videos, favorite creators, dream, like, you know, there's a Minecraft generation out there, isn't there? So if you can be as, if you can sublimate, you know, step away and above from being a game and become a thing, which Genshin Impact is very close to being, like a franchise like Star Wars. Minecraft now, has it got a film? I don't know, it sells hoodies, doesn't it? Like, you know, Minecraft is more than a game, it's a way of life. But like you become bigger than this one piece of media, and then you have got this almost endless longevity that it's up to you to decide how it's maintained and where it goes. But usually you get more games, individual like there are Star Wars MMOs, there are Star Wars, you know, longer form, still being updated games, but it came from a generation of individual cartridges. So this is an online service, it's different, isn't it? But I'd be interested to see how they take it in the future, whether, because it has the opportunity, it is poised to be bigger than a game, hasn't it? In the same way as World of Warcraft very much was for a while, I suppose. But they didn't, like, I think as well, because World of Warcraft was so much Dungeons and Dragons but on a computer, they weren't able to transcend into society in the same way as other pieces of media have, because they weren't uniquely identifiable. Like if you're an orc or a dwarf, You don't have to be a World of Warcraft orc or a dwarf. You could be, and that transcendence into society came from other things like the Lord of the Rings films, the Game of Thrones series. Like, there's a lot of World of Warcraft style. You know what I'm saying? That fantasy world, Dungeons and Dragons, World of Warcraft, everything else that came after it in the media and stuff that's got a dwarf or a troll or an orc. You know, it's all in the same world. But if you're more clearly, uniquely identifiable, like Star Wars, you know, it's not just spaceships and stuff, is it? It's the Jedi. It's the it's got its own very clear branding. So when that transcends out into the rest of the world, people playing with lightsabers, it's the Star Wars lightsaber. But when you're a warrior playing with a sword, you're not a World of Warcraft warrior playing with a sword, are you? And you could be a very specific one, and people that know you would say, oh look, there you are in your cosplay, that's World of Warcraft. But warrior, sword, generic thing. Lightsaber, still a sword, isn't it? Lightsaber though, Star Wars, bang Star Wars. So having that identifiability when you transcend, that's why World of Warcraft could never really transcend, because when it wants to, if you want to do a World of Warcraft film, well, you know, orcs and warriors and trolls, it's nothing new, is it? Like, but when you come to do a Genshin Impact film, it's the Genshin Impact film. So I think Genshin Impact is poised, like a Star Wars, to have entered the minds of a generation, and then as that generation grows up, to maintain a relationship with them through media, through metaverse maybe, whatever, and to keep the, not so much the game, but the brand alive in different forms. So it would be interesting. I predict at the end of 4 years, like maybe another 2-year downtimey cycle, like winding down cycle, and then a line drawn at the end of, like, say, because they've got their plan, their 4-year plan. Maybe they go on a bit longer, but you know, a bit of DLC, but then they draw a line and say, that was Genshin Impact, well done, everyone's had a good time, you can still play it, the servers are still going to go on, Genshin Impact Classic for new people, and we're moving on to project number 2, but look out for the movie motion picture and the you know, the Genshin Impact circus will continue, if you know what I mean. But I don't think they'll keep, like World of Warcraft, who are still producing expansion after expansion, you know, sitting in that shallow trough of lukewarm bathwater forever. Like, I don't think they're going to do that with Genshin Impact.
And the Knights of Favonius's woes have what exactly to do with me?
Hey, no need to be so cruel. Even I'm not going to take that. Everyone's just doing the best they can for Mondstadt. Now, I can't remember the last time I tasted Dawn Winery's Weinlesefest special. And I'm sure the Mondstadt populace would echo this sentiment. Are you going to deny others the opportunity to drink to their heart's content just because you don't like to drink yourself?
No, I don't deny them that opportunity, Kaya, but to be honest, I think, you know, not to get me on another one, don't get me on another one, but because I could rant on about that for hours. It does surprise me, you know, it does surprise me that the opportunities to drink yourself to death are available more and more, increasingly ever available to people, aren't they? It's always made, like during COVID, we had to fucking keep the pubs open, didn't we? The opportunity to drink yourself to death seems to be promoted on advertising and marketing and things like that. Seems a bit strange to me in our society, and I'm not being flippant about that either. I had a bit of an issue myself with it, I think, and I think lots of people do. But Kaya, stop being a chuffer.
Check it out. Kaya's not so subtly asking for freebies. He's actually doing it.
It's a moneymaker drinking. I'll tell you what, we've got a flyer through the door up the road. The local church are having a beer fest and it's £5 an entry ticket to go to the church beer fest. They also, at the same place, they run the Alcoholics Anonymous meetings once a month.
Anyway, speaking of the Knights, everyone dearly hopes that you'll rejoin our ranks again one day. Then we'll be one big happy family again.
Piss off, Kaya.
If we were able to enjoy the sterling reputation of Master Diluc, I'm sure people would be queuing for our charity booth all the way to Falcon Coast.
Give that silver tongue of yours a rest. You might need it to maintain public order at the festival. Duly noted on the financial issues you raised. I'll have Elzer follow up with Hertha in more detail. And I just so happen to have a batch of wine that I can offer as a token of appreciation to everyone that has been working so hard for the festival.
You said that with your mouth closed.
Shall I address it to you personally?
That would be an absurd request, even for me. The words, with compliments from the Dawn Winery, ought never be preceded by, to the cavalry captain. Is that not the unwritten rule?
You're better informed than I thought.
I really can't thank you enough.
They're having a row.
Master Diluc is so generous. That's all Paimon needs to get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Which is just as well, since you won't be allowed to drink a drop.
Huh. Are you two here regarding the Vine Laser Fest too?
It's called the Wine Laser Fest, but we're actually here about Razor, and we need a barrel. Something... Don't... Look, Diluc. It's going to sound stupid. Just hand me over a barrel and just we won't talk about
it.
All right, we're talking about it.
He said he's looking for his mom, but...
It's okay. We have a spare barrel in the winery.
Sounds great!
No need. I'll have someone deliver
That's
it
fine.
to the festival.
We don't need to talk to you anymore.
You're more than welcome.
Thanks.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Get away.
It's nearly dinner time. Would you care to stay for a meal?
No, we've got lots of business around Mondstadt. I've got domains to grind.
How time flies.
How did you put it?
Who?
Yes.
Adelind.
Taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom.
Lind.
Common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Shut up.
I couldn't possibly, Adelind.
Oh, don't say that. How often do I get a chance to indulge my dear Master Kaya, Tea for the cavalry captain when you visit in an official capacity doesn't count.
Doing my thumbnails.
I only get to spoil you if you let me cook for you.
Adelind.
Oh, well then. Surely you wouldn't dream of disappointing Adelind.
All right, then.
He likes Adelind.
I'll take you up on the offer.
Fuck off. They have dinner.
Ooh, Paimon's so full.
Glad you liked it. You're welcome to join again anytime.
We're on the coffees now, look.
Oh? Then I may have to tag along on the traveler's adventures more often in the
No.
future.
Kaya's back to his usual ways.
All right, now that our task is complete and our bellies are full, it's time for me to get back to work.
It's time for you to just
Master
chuff
Kaya.
off.
We should get going as well. See you next time.
Indeed.
Bye! So that we can get... I don't know what's going on. We're all here, though, aren't we? Look, we're all here. Psh! Ah! Psh, 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 psh. That's the sound of plates crashing, obviously. Psh, psh. Clean that up, you chuffer. Right. That's how the rich live, isn't it? Boris Johnson and his mates. Just, psh, smash all them off. Psh. Here's £500. Clean that up, you chuffer. Can I go down here? No. Apparently, this is the truth in the UK. They call it the Bullingdon Club, and they were a dining club at Eton or Cambridge or Oxford or wherever the chuffers go to. And Boris Johnson and David Cameron and their mates, they used to go in places that were nice. They used to have their dinner, and at the end they'd smash everything up. They'd smash all the chairs and plates and things, and then they'd just throw bundles of cash at the sad people and say, "Don't worry, all that mess is covered by here's the money." And we just had a great time smashing it up. Ha. The Bullingdon Club. Smash you up like the Bullingdon lunches. Tell me what you know about crunches. Tony Harrison and Mighty Booshes. Big Nasty, Linus Lucius. Everyone find your place and your uses. Truth is, I'm a revolution. Need revelation for regeneration. You need roots and future. They call me Roots and Culture. Or MC Strafe. Which way did you say was safe to behave? I'm in a maze, lost in the haze like runners. Been climbing the ladders with tiles and hammers like roofers. So fetch your 6 shooters and 100 men. I told you I'd never come back again. I told you I'd never go back. I told you to write up a contract. I told you to exploit the contact. I told you I was never going to be a gangster. No kind of soldier survivor. Don't call me Beyonce or Gloria Gaynor. Again, I'm a soldier. Star gladiator, but end up an emperor. Why in the fuck don't you know what you're here for? Why in the fuck are you fucking this up when you can't get enough and you can't get it up? You need blue pills. Was it the red ones? Matrix coming in through your headphones. Overloads, blowing circuits like Johnny 5. I'm free and working and living, just doing my best, but I can't get a break like flexibility. No one would sign me like Sony or Universal. You play with fire, it may hurt you or burn you like Gangstar. Lessons of blessings. And all the dead homies rise up together and answer as I call for support when I hammer out rhymes like corporals on the artillery. As I hammer out rhymes like corporals on the artillery. Something about whiskey, all that whiskey up in flames. I told you I'd never go back again. I told you I'd never go back. MC Strafe. Write up the contract. MC Strafe. I'm down on the track. What am I doing? Wait till 2 days later. That's fucking wait till 2 days later. Well, I'm a tryer, try your luck, all put together, sum it up. Dumper truck, what makes you think I give a fuck? I'm like, labels, out of fashion, rip you off like the tax and customs. I don't even need a reason. I'm like, labels, out of season. I'm a king killer, committing treason. I'm Hassan, you're heathens. Stop bassing the mic, so keep dreaming. You're like boxes, you get beaten. You're like foxes, having a dream season. This court's in session, so don't judge me when I party like Jamie Vardy. I score the hotties, I'm not into your glitteratis. Keep your Ferraris in their garages. I'm conceptual art like a modern artist. I'm an installation, make you question your nature. I'm naughty like Dizzy Rascal, not hip hop. I'm grime, you arsehole. Come from UK garage like Arsenal team coach. Let's do the Wenger. All bow down now like EastEnders. I'll venerate them, feel my vibe and perpetuate them. Where am I going now? I'm going to over there. All bow down now like EastEnders. I'm Midlands, I'm Birmingham. Other MCs are out of order, I'm serving them like aces. Where your blood comes from is where your team is. I'm a Zulu, our firm's the meanest. I'm an MC man, I hear you feel this. I'm doing a defeat all opponents. Okay. Hello Abdullah. Why is my camera so big? Because I'm the fucking main one. I'm the main one. I'm the big cheese. You're watching Genshin Impact. You go, look, I'm the main, I'm the show. I'm the show. I'm the big show. Me. It's me. There I am. We'll have two of me now. We need two. Wait. I'm the... Copy. You come here. Genshin Impact. Everyone's got Genshin Impact on their computer. They ain't got me. There's, look. Now there's two of me. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. There. Oh, now we're talking. Why is my camera so big? It's me! I'm the main one! Get in the fucking boat! Get in the boat! What boat? What boat? What are you talking about? What boat? I don't know, I just started ad-libbing, boat came into it. Felt like we were sinking because I was so big. I was capsizing the stream. You can't capsize a stream. It doesn't... Streams are just... You got bitrate, if anything, that can fuck it up. But look, back to the there's two of me. So let's play Genshin Impact like this now, right? Okay, here we are. I'm just gonna flying. Here we are. I'm just flying there. There I am in the middle. Except I'm. Oh, this is exceptional. This is an exceptional. No other streamer does it like me. I'm the streamer. This streamer show. It's it's the internet streamer show. It's me. Welcome to the show. Today on the show, I'm the guest, it's me. And what am I talking about? Me. What have I had for dinner? Nothing. It's not even dinner time yet. It's a stupid question then, isn't it? Mainly me. Stuff and me. And like if you want to remember who I am. You can't see it, I'm in the way. You're gonna remember who I am. You know Klee, you've heard of Klee. You forget that now, it's me. You're gonna remember me. I'm the main one. Alright, calm down, look. This is getting excessive. Where's the second camera, you idiot? Let's get rid of that for a start. Remove that, get rid of that. That's gone. Why is your face so big, you fucking idiot? Why is your face... I'm moving the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing again, you chuffer. Why is your face so big? If you didn't have such a big face, then you would have done better on the internet probably with a smaller face. Most of them have got smaller faces. I think it might just be they've got smaller faces. Like, obviously, you can't tell how big I am in real life. But I don't know. Oh, you got how big I am. I'm little now. You can tell by the sound of my voice that I'm little. Now I'm little. That's better now, isn't it? That's the little. I'm little. That's the. Oh, I'm little. Oh, by the sound of my voice, you can tell I'm little. Yeah. Now who's on the stream? I don't know. I'm just watching a streamer, but I don't know who it is because they're so little. They could be a mouse. They could be a little mouse. It's probably a mouse. Did you enjoy that stream the other day? Yeah, who was doing it? I don't know, just a little mouse. I can't remember even their name because they were just a little mouse. Oh, I like mice really though. My cat sometimes gets a mouse and kills it, and I find the dead, beheaded mouse. That's the story about a mouse. Oh, right, so that's no good, is it? It's far too small. Let's have me bigger. Let's have me bigger. Let's have me in the... It's my stream. I'm the main entertainment here. And the game's just sort of like a backdrop so you can be drawn in like a moth to the flickering flame of my wit and wisdom and remain forever stuck at the lampshade. Stuck on the fucking lampshade. I'm the lamp. I haven't got a shade, it's just my face. My brain's the lamp, my face is the shade, and you're stuck on it like that. So I need to be bigger so I can attract more people to stick. I need a bigger face, if anything, because all these moths, eventually my face is going to just be covered with moths. That's one of the issues of being a streamer, is sometimes your face is completely covered with moths. And once your face is completely covered with moths, then you might as well just be one of those VTubers then, like Kettle Toro. I also intrigued to know what Kettle Toro looks like. All right, let's get back to the normal one. This is fine now, isn't it? When you consider if it was like my face really big and the two of me, this is fine now. This is fine. In fact, it looks... Now I've set a new tone on Twitch, right? Everyone with the little face in the corner is going to start reconsidering. Do you know what? The other thing they do is they show you the whole bedroom and they've got the little shelf thing. I don't care what's on your fucking shelf. I don't care what's on your shelf. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see your fridge. Oh, it's me you're watching. You're not watching my fucking bedroom shelves. So I haven't got that. I've gone for green screen. And the camera angle and all that, it's mainly me. Me, isn't it? I don't want the camera to be like a wide shot of my bed and my favourite poster. No. It's mainly me. It's the game and it's me. And it's mainly me. I'm consistent. I'm going to be here. The game's going to come and go. I'm going to be here. So... Look at this, I've even got a button for this on here. I can even do this. Now what do you think of it? Now you're glad I'm big. I'm not even that big now. But now you're glad I'm big, because without me, it's just the background. now it's important that I'm big, isn't it? You know, I don't have to know fucking about here. Look, I've even got this shot. This is bad me. I'm a bad chuffer. He's a good chuffer, really. No, he's bad. So you need me, mainly, and then, what else should I have on stream, I suppose? You can't just all be, you know, Dan Bilzerian, he's got all those women dancing around in the background. I've considered that. I've considered I could have all the women dancing around in the background. We've got Genshin Impact instead. It's similar, but it's cheaper. But, you know, I could have all the women, green screen all the women out there on the other side of the green screen, all hiding and being quiet. They were all dancing, they were all behind the green screen now, all hiding and being quiet. Kim Petras is back there being quiet. Just me. Top tip though, if you want to do a really good background for a stream that I can't do because I'm not a misogynist, but I'd quite like to have a pool table in the background and just hire 2 models to play pool. And they could just be like looking pretty and bending over the table in the background. And people would be like, oh, I like this stream. You probably wouldn't need me as big in the front of the camera. You just have like, you know, Amaranth playing pool or something. Pool party. It's where I got the idea from. Like, hot tub stream, pool party. Actually playing pool. I could just hire models. I could spend about $200 a day on just set design. And that set design would be human, like, you know, somebody that looking pretty. And that would reach front page on here, wouldn't it? Yeah. I could just do my normal stream, but in the background I've just got models that I paid to play table tennis, pool, something like that. Just there in the background. They wouldn't have the Genshin Impact so much. It wouldn't be as important, the Genshin Impact then, would it? But that would be a cool background, wouldn't it? Very LA as well. You know, I'd have one of those LA pads with maybe like, you know, the hot tub at the back and the, you know, Like, it'd be very LA, wouldn't it? Like, pretty people doing fun things, having some fun in the background. Imagine that. Anyway, now that you can imagine it, now that boys though, Snippy says, yeah. Now that you can imagine it, you can have boys and girls. They can all be pretty in the background. You know, the LA scene, all the glitterati. You have Kevin Spacey and his mates. No, not him. He's not invited. Who can we have? Amber Heard. And no, not her. She's not invited. We can have. It'd be like Epstein Island back there, wouldn't it? It'd be like Epstein Island back there, and and everyone would be watching. They wouldn't be watching for me though. They wouldn't give a shit about me. So now that we've done that, now that we've explained my thinking, dare anyone else criticise my choice of framing? Or do you want to see me run around in Genshin Impact to do my little commissions and stuff while I wait for the next day of the quest? Oh, I'm doing some cooking. I don't want to do any cooking. That was... fuck that. It's a conscious choice. The only information that I'm hiding is just like nothing. There's nothing happening in this part of the screen ever, really. So it don't matter. You can see. You can't see if my specials are charged. You can. You can't see my entire squad. My head. Oh, forget it. Forget it. You know, I've got to try and wring every penny out of my fading physique. You know, while I've still got the looks, I'd better keep... Oh, hello. Someone's got a chest. Happy to oblige, she says. So, she started it. If anything, she started it. That's what we'll tell the Millith. That's what we'll tell the police. I came out here. All I said was nice chest, and then she was like, "Fucking, you're dead," and I had to defend myself. If anything, self-defense this was. And who dropped the giant frozen anchor? She did, but it was in self-defense. Yeah. What's this one got? An oar. This fella seems to have been fighting with an oar. Found a broken oar on the ground. This guy, he's got a crossbow, so that's a dangerous weapon. And what did you hit him with? Oh, I've got a series of explosives. A sequence of increasingly bigger explosions provided by my munitions expert. And then I electrocuted him up as well with my magic sword, and I dropped a great big frozen anchor on him, and my little zombie friend also froze him to death. So, honestly though, it was a very dangerous looking oar. So, and that chest as well, that was mine. So,
wasn't there something?
Honestly, Millith, I'm an experienced traveller. I think you better let me off. Go and ask John Bennett Ramsey's dad. How to get... Look, anyway. I'll improve with age, yeah. I'll mature like a fine wine. And 2-ray hypnol. Dump the body in a river in a bin bag. What are we doing now? I don't know. Well, just some commissions just because they're there. It's like mountain climbing, isn't it? They say, why did you climb that mountain? Because it was there. Yeah. Challenge. Rise to the challenge. What's going on over here? I'm going to rise to this challenge. I'm going to fly down here. Touring light show. Oh, this one's a chuffer. Need Amber for this. Party setup. If we're going to be doing some gliding, who else but the gliding champion of Mondstadt?
At the ready.
At the ready. Who else do we need? No one else. Just the gliding champion of Mondstadt. You need to press this button, and then you're on. Let's go, Amber. Start the challenge. Catch up with that chuffer. There it is. Catch that. Catch it. Catch that big jellyfish. Go on then. Caught it. Commission complete. Gliding champion of Mondstadt. She does not fuck about. Special ops. She's in. She's out. Shake it all about.
Yeah, let's go on a...
I found you an Amber pin-up yesterday. Ooh. Amber is my favourite, but I don't like, you know, have sexual desires for her. She is my favourite, though. I just said it then. She's one of my favourites. They're all my favourite. You're all my favourite, really. You're all my favourite, really. But mainly Amber. And Klee. And Kaching. And Wet Boy. He's one of my favourites. Don't fall off there. Where are we going? I can't remember. over here, the measure of a mushroom. Some strange mushrooms, they're going to have to be killed. If there's something strange and it don't look good, who are you going to call? The Traveller, and they're going to kill it. In a way, Ghostbusters, I just realised, in a way, Ghostbusters was based on, like, insect exterminators, wasn't it? Like, they turned up and they had the things and they would go there to take care of Slimer. And they were going to exterminate him like an insect. Rent-a-kill. It's not so nice now, is it? Doesn't sound so nice now, the murdering bastards. You can't murder a ghost, it's already dead. It's like... Oh, this is just jumping on the mushrooms. This is the worst one ever. How is this a commission? Who ordered this? Excuse me, adventurers. Yeah, I've got a problem that my squad needs to, your squad needs to fix. Oh, you're right, and what might that be? Is it some hilly churls getting up to some mischief? No. Is it, what, well, is it a big mittichurl that needs killing? No. It's just some mushrooms that need bouncing on. Thanks. Well, we'll do that, but 10 primos all the same, mate. Commission's a commission. It's 10 primos all the same. Don't care if it is a stupid little thing. You're not getting a discount. It's 10 primos, mate, all the same. 10 primos. Take it or leave it. If you want, we'll factor in a mittichurl for you. I do a discount on the next mittichurl, but if it's just jumping on some mushrooms, mate, it's still 10 primos. It's the time you're paying for, really, because they could be out bashing up a mittichurl while instead they're jumping on those mushrooms. Complete the time trial challenge. This will be a murdering event. Yes! Murder! Murder of Planet Life. That's more like it. How dare you turn up when I requested your presence by pressing this button thing. Now you're for it. You shouldn't have looked at me like that with your funny... Are they the Aranara? Because they look like the Aranara. It's my closest thing to killing an Aranara. I don't like those Aranara, so I'm happy with this.
Sacred name.
Fortune Preserver. Fortune Preserver. What does that even mean? I never questioned it, but now I'm starting to question it. How do you preserve my fortune? I suppose you bank it, don't you? Put it in the bank. That's yours, that's in the bank, that's yours, that's saved, that's safe, that's in the bank, that's yours, that's safe. You take that home, but do you want to gamble? Come back in part 2 when we do the cash money ready round, and you can gamble all of your success against the cash money ready prize gambler. Make sure to join us in round 2, where Roger is going to gamble all of his money. Not just the money he's made on today's show, but we've accessed his bank account, and he's going to gamble all of his money on a shot to nothing, essentially. Probably going to lose it. Join us on round 2. If you heard that, you would join them in round 2. Oh, what's going on there? It's all kicking off again. It's pretty, isn't it? Going all up to the sky, like that. I've got no idea what the fuck's going on with it, but... They tried to explain it because they're just little pedo bean men. I couldn't be asked to listen to them. Good that that's happening though, isn't it? Probably. Someone left the tap on. You know when you leave the tap on? You create a fountain of water all the way up to the sky. You know when you leave the tap on. Commission's done. Expedition's done. Right. Back home. Leeway. This is hopefully 2 days' time ticking away for Razor's quest. Hopefully. Sweet home Leeway. And really what I should be doing today is banging the domains, but because we couldn't come on yesterday because Twitch down UK, I don't want to bang the domains. You know? I don't want to bang the domains.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I want to do my
Thank you
stories.
for completing today.
Ooh, thanks, Catherine.
Ad Astra...
Big robotic nutter. This is just a little bit of... I see this as administration work. It's like I work in an office and one of my jobs is to press these buttons on the computer system. You know, it's like if you work in a call centre or something. Just like a menial sort of labour job that I have to do to organise my... collections here. Just pressing the mouse, using my brain slightly there to choose the right person and pressing the mouse. That's all I'm doing. And you have to do it. You can't not do it, can you? You have to do it. And then I pop down here, see if the blacksmith's busy, which he's always fucking busy. He's never not banging that sword. You'd think that sword would be flatter than... The only things I can think of to say there are horrific, so I'm not going to say them. Flatter than Paimon's tapeworm by now. That was quite bad, but it wasn't horrific. Right, yeah. Obtain. You'll see these aren't the best ones that I've been cooking up there, but I wanted to spend some of that white iron. I had it stacking up. Mystic. Set this off. I've not been grinding that, and I'm setting off quite a lot there. I want to slow down on my forging, maybe. Set that off. But I need it for weapons, don't I? But I like to have 250 in stock, just in case. And then, by now, is it 2 days? Can we go back to our quest? 7 days, 9 hours. I've got until it is... wait 2 days later. Wait 2 days later. See you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. Ha! Magic time. Alright, what's happening there? What's Lisa doing? Sorry, Rosie. What's Rosie doing? She stood there in the street. Like she's on the monkey dust. You know when you see him in the street. Like she's on the old monkey dust. She stood there in the street for a day and a half. Oh, she's back. She's back. Aroma of the past. Can you smell that? Did you tread in something?
Lisa
No, it's the aroma of the
Knights
past.
of Avonius would help us get ingredients for Razor's wine, right? They should probably be ready by now.
That's right, Paimon. That's why I stood there for a day and a half. What did you want me to do? Where is it on the map? There's primos at stake.
Work hard and live
Let's go check.
Shut up, Paimon. There's primos at stake. I know what I'm doing. Let's go check. I don't need you to tell me what to do, Paimon. Although she consistently and constantly tells me what to do, doesn't she? So at some point we're going to have a falling out, I'm sure. It's strange that the Traveller has been hanging out with Paimon all this time, and at no point have they ever had a falling out over anything. Considering Paimon's behaviour has been, at times, a little testing, but... Cancelled? What did I say?
Paimon wonders how Razor's class has been going.
She's like a child.
Sucrose,
She gave a tapeworm. Was it the tapeworm? It wasn't the tapeworm one, was it?
Stop her.
I'm losing track. Paimon's tapeworm, you didn't like that. Yeah, but she eats all that food, doesn't she? She eats all that food. She's always going on about food, so it's like, it's a joke that people say, isn't it? Have you got a tapeworm?
Whoa, you scared Paimon.
The other things that I could have said that were like analogies for flatness, they all seem to sound quite grotesque as well, so...
What's gotten the two of you so worked up?
Sucrose and I agreed to present the wine ingredient to you together. But when she heard that Razor will be showing up, she insisted that she won't spend a moment longer here than she has to.
She's cross with Razor, and we said that something smelled bad, didn't we? So maybe it's just that she's got a sensitive nose, and Razor's always been wandering around and rolling in fox shit.
I'm not good at dealing with strangers.
Oh, it's that you're shy.
Oh, that won't do. We worked on this together, and we should present it together.
All the
I can't take
Mondstatians...
credit for what you did.
All the Mondstatians are coming together in this glorious quest, aren't they? It's like every fucker, if you've met them in Mondstadt, they're coming out today to have a little bit of a go on the story. Like,
It's
fucking
not
hell.
about the credit.
Get away with you now.
So, does this mean the Knights of Avonius' ingredient is a product of bioalchemy?
Yes, it's a quadruple sweetness sunsetia.
Ooh. It's a Frankenstein fruit.
Quadruple sweetness? But aren't regular ones sweet enough as it is?
Yeah, but Paimon, like, how chocolatey do you, like, people, you don't just want chocolate ice cream, do you? You want chocolate chip ice cream with chocolate sauce. Like, you can't, it doesn't matter how sweet, you can always go more. Yeah, that sounds nice. Let's have some of them.
Also, why isn't Seria?
I don't know,
Okay,
I don't care.
I love the scent of wine. And after reading up on the art of winemaking, I have grasped some of the key principles. In short,
Whatever ingredients you use, it's essential to include something sweet. In an attempt to select the most suitable ingredient, I gathered samples of all the sweet plants and fruits I could find in the Mondstadt area.
What's going on here now?
I tried them all in turn and took detailed notes. I also factored in the differences between the same ingredient grown in different locations. For instance, sweet flowers from Springvale are a little sweeter than those at Cape Oak.
This should be the thumbnail, me looking at it like this. What's the fucking formula for sweet flowers? I don't want to know. I don't care. I'm not doing a physics fucking dissertation. Just get on with your bit of dialogue.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of work.
It was no problem at all. Just my duty as a maid of Favonius. The chance to source the Defender's will on behalf of the Knights of Favonius is a huge honor for me.
She just went up in my estimation there, like, up for doing that. The salute like that. I like that.
Noelle,
even though it's
your eyes
reminiscent
are
of fascism.
sparkling. But Paimon thinks it could be because of Lisa's brainwashing.
Anyway, I was worried that my evaluation would be too subjective if only I were involved.
Oh, get on with it.
What is it, Sucrose?
I just remembered why I left the lab that day. I was supposed to go and fetch some lab equipment we imported recently.
That sounds like the sort of thing I can do, Sucrose.
Oh.
Oh.
That look on your face seems to say you forgot all about it and have...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault, really.
No, they're not having a row. They're
anyway,
fine.
Please. Noelle filled me. I was moved to what we needed. Using bio...
Watching Sucrose...
Anyway, Noelle shortened.
Fuck this.
Unfortunately, it can't be produced on a very large scale under the current conditions. Traveler, there's something else I'd like to share with you.
Get on with it.
Growing up, I was lucky. I was never the best at dealing with other people, but my parents never placed any expectations on me.
We're not doing a very good job of dealing with me now. Can't you see that I'm eggy to get on with the quest?
They never said to me, you need to be more sociable, or so. I'm well aware that I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't lived Razor's life.
Oh, Sucrose.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry, I am late again.
Here he is.
Teacher forgot about the time. Kept
Sucrose
talking
ran off.
And talking.
That's all right. We were just chatting. Wait a sec. Where did Sucrose go?
Paimon thinks.
Wow, she disappeared the moment he opened the door.
Noelle thinks.
Hello, I'm Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
You might have met me on our travels when we've been kicking ass together. Do you remember that Geo boss that we smash up together all the time? Yeah, I remember you, Noelle. You're in my team. We're all part of the Gravekeeper team. All part of the Ganji Kid team.
Hi.
Here's our ingredient for you. Oh, but I can't take full credit for it. I had help from an alchemist, but right now, she's
condensed that Sunsetia down to pure crack Sunsetia. It looks like a little Jolly Rancher now.
It's a shame she couldn't be here to present it to you in person.
I won't tell you how to use it. Just
smells like potion, nectar, and anemo crystal fly, right?
Wow. Nothing gets past your nose, does it?
This Sunsetia is sweeter than ones I have smelled before. Clee said alchemy is amazing. It can make things better.
Good one.
That's right. I hope that this sweet fruit will help you brew the sweetest wine.
Thank you all. When she has time, I want to thank her also.
Leave that to me. I'll figure out a way to persuade her to...
Get on with it.
All right. Now, bye, Noelle. We're gonna head off now.
We've got the barrel. We've got the tiny Jolly Rancher Sunsetia. Crack Sunsetia crack. We've got that. Noelle's there. We'll have our photo. Go on. We'll have our photo taken. Reminder of the day. Do you remember that day that we went and we asked you about that fucking Sunsetia? Do you remember that day that we came up here with Razor and you made a really sweet Sunsetia and we had to listen to you and Sucrose talking about it and it became emotional? Yeah, I remember that. That was one of the best quests I've ever done in my life. Yeah, brilliant. Do you remember that bloke who... Is he now a teapot salesman? At the start of the game I talked to him and I couldn't do anything, but he does furnishings and now I've got a teapot. Yeah, fuck that. I'm on one today, aren't I? I don't know why I'm flying there. Got magic teleporter, mate. I don't need to go back to my shop for some reason. It's asking me to go back to my shop. See that the place hasn't burned down. Look. Oh, is it finished with my shop now, is it? I thought it was... Oh, what's this? There's a little... And a bell. I don't know. What do you want? This all looks done. Okay, I thought it wanted me to go back to my shop at one point. Go to the Wine Laser Fest. Here we are.
Honorary Knight Razor, over here! Look who it is!
It's my favourites.
Wow, it's Diona! Paimon was sure we'd run into you at the Cat's Tail stand sometime, but so far, we haven't seen you all festival.
Ooh, traitors.
See how big they made her? You don't think I'm big? I'm only over this part of the screne. So that's her whole face. You can't even see her mouth. It's so close up to her face. See how big they make her? See where I'm getting it from? Top tips. Streamer. In fact, I've just realised I could do this, couldn't I? Should I do this? I should probably not do this. I should probably not do this. I should... I should probably not do this. It's the other way around now, look.
What? I'm so...
Oh, she's so mad. You can't even see what it says. She's so mad. She's only little. There's Clee behind. Oh, I can't have this. It's good for a joke, but I can't have it because I want to see, like, Clee's putting a pose and she's cool and I want to see her big. So, I'm gonna... It was good for a little joke, but I'm not going to force that any further than that. That's reduced me again. I'm looking up at the big telly when I do it, you know. Ganji, the streamer girl. Is that what the streamers do? Do the girls have themselves big and the game little? That's probably the way to do it, isn't it? That's the future. That's the next generation concept. Don't arrange your screen in the same way as your elders and peers. Just you start off. What am I doing here? Why won't it fit the screen? Come on, you chuffer. Now I've buggered it up. I knew I shouldn't have done this. I've buggered it up now. Come on, Genshin Impact. There you go. New wave of streamers where the game is like tiny and like the game's in the little corner. That's a good idea. I don't even groom. No, I just rock up. I had a shower. My hair's wet. What more do you want from me? At least I haven't got piggies up my nose or anything. Diona is the bartender at the Cat's Tail. She hates all alcoholic beverages. What is she the bartender for then? She has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the mixing is in her hands, it will be unimaginably delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and her cat's ears and tail that run in her family are popular amongst punters, making the Cat's Tail extremely popular. That's popular twice in the same sentence. And it makes sense, actually, that if you are not interested in drinking, that you'd make a good bar person because you won't be drunk all the time, drinking up the profits. However, please take care not to touch Diona's ears or tail when ordering at the bar. I mean, what the fuck? Obviously, don't touch people when you're ordering your drink. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire.
Clee told me the whole story. So, this bright idea was the brainchild of you two?
She's like, cross.
How could you? Razor is Daddy's friend. And he was a good influence, right up until you got him interested in wine.
Diona's well eggy. Clee's just like lost in thought.
Razor, you better promise me that you won't turn into one of those old booze hounds that drinks themselves silly, slumps over the bar, and bursts into tears.
I don't understand.
Sounds like there's been some crossed wires here.
You've got your wires crossed.
Clee, what exactly did you say to Diona?
Diona, mate.
I told her that Razor's looking for his mommy with the Honorary Knight's help, and you both seemed really sad and said you needed some wine, so maybe Diona could help.
That's right, Clee.
But before I finished, Diona said, Clee, say no more. I'm getting involved in this if it's the last thing I do. And then we came here.
It's all kicking off.
Okay. Paimon doesn't even know where to start. Diona.
Diona.
It sounds like Clee left out a few important details in the story. Let us set the record straight.
Blackout.
So you're saying...
Oh, I just woke up. What happened?
Razor wants to make the same wine that his mother and father once made?
Look,
so
she's
you can
got proper
learn more
boots.
about them? You better not be making this up to try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Sorry, Diona. It was all Clee's fault for not explaining it properly.
10 out of 10, Clee.
So, are you still mad? Or can you help Razor make the wine?
Vintage Clee.
I caught a bunch of fish for us to eat. And you can pet Dodoko too if you want.
I wasn't that angry. We were just trying to help. I understand. I just don't want Razor being led astray, that's all. That's why I may have raised my voice a little bit just now. Well, since none of you plan on drinking it, then I suppose I can help you just this once despite my reservations.
So we've gone on an anti-alcohol tirade at the end of the Wine Laser Fest.
But I need you to know that I'm a mixer, not a brewer. So I'm used to working with the finished product. If you really want me to start with a bunch of raw ingredients, that's fine. But I can't make any promises about how it'll turn out.
Yay! Diona is the best!
Bunch of flatterers. Now watch this.
And again, we black out.
All done! That was quick!
She's trying to sabotage the alcohol industry from inside. She wants to make weird drinks, hoping to scare drunks from alcohol forever, but ends up making good drinks. And she's cute when she's mad. Standing on the box is cute. Yeah, I like the little characters. We've got all of them at the moment, haven't we? We're well on track. And if that next banner, which happens in just a week's time, I've got a feeling that it might be appealing.
Now we just need to find a place to store it.
But I'm very worried that it's going to overlap with a Halloween hoot owl sprung on us out of nowhere.
We wait for a windier day. Does that mean we need to put it somewhere exposed to the wind?
I don't know, Paimon. I'm past caring at this point. I just want to see where my primos are, to be honest.
Maybe windrise? Very windy.
Very windy.
Yep. If you say the word windy, that's the first place on every Mondstatter's mind.
Cool. I want to come too.
We're all going to
I have to
Windrise.
keep an eye on my foolish father, so I won't be joining you. Clee, come and play again some other time.
They're friends.
I will. I promise.
It's like a soap opera now. I don't know. Go to Windrise. Fucking magic teleporter, mate. Thank God I did my commissions, because I've done some activity. Otherwise, this would absolutely be doing my bonking. Oh, we'll kill these slimes. Yeah.
Wheel of life.
Ah, they didn't last long.
Yeah. Jumpy Dumpty Go.
At least we did some killing. I'll have that butterfly. It's not vegan, but I'm off to Windrise to listen to a load of talking, so come on. Oh, look, here's Venti. Wait, okay, I'll get this. Oh, no, I wanted to get that crystal fly.
What a curious coincidence meeting you here.
All right, Shorts.
Don't get bored. What are you doing here?
Well, I awoke to the most magnificent aroma in the air. After following the sweet scent of fresh fruit to its source, this is where I ended up.
Yeah, the fruit are super fresh and super duper sweet. I can smell it as well.
I think someone's smoking something behind the tree.
Yes. Oh, I remembered something important. something that you have to do before sealing the barrel and burying it in the ground.
What? We missed something?
Razor, do you still remember the scent of that half bottle of Thousand Wind wine? I believe there was a hint of bitterness in there.
What, some bard tears? Are we going to have to tease Venti and make him cry?
Yes, there was.
And with very good reason, too. The source? This.
Dandelion seeds?
You're familiar with dandelion wine, right?
Yep.
Well, the
Get on with it.
dandelion seeds are like the
get it.
memory of that moment is then stored in the wine.
Dandelions,
all time.
Mondstadt, the wind, got it.
So, Thousand Wind wine is the original dandelion wine.
Wow.
And he knows all about it because he's a
So now
Archon.
our story will be made into wine too.
As for why it always has a different scent, well, that's because people have the freedom to include whatever ingredients they want.
Ooh.
What is it, Razor? What you thinking about?
In Mother and Father's wine, I can smell dandelion seeds. But I don't know what else. In my wine, there is a lot of friendship. I still don't understand my mother and father, but I still have you and everyone else.
Maybe the mother and father weren't your mother and father after all. It was the friends you made along the way.
Everyone has done so much for me. Farka, teacher,
Clee,
Clee, Bennett, Uncle Brown Cat, Cold Lady, grown up with fake smile, Gray Tough Girl, person that smells like Animo Crystal Fly, Uncle Brown Cat's daughter, Green Bard, Paimon, and Traveler.
Gravekipper. Everyone got their name. Everyone got their name said. Green Bard, Tone Deaf Bard. Everyone got their name said. And then for me, I got Traveller, Gravekipper, Traveller.
I remember everyone. Making wine is hard work. Making this wine needed everyone working together. Hard work with friends? Not so hard after all. I'm so happy.
Good one, Razor.
Thank you.
Now shut up.
Friends are also Lupical.
Lupical together.
Whether I'm human or I'm wolf, it doesn't matter.
You're human.
From now on, all of us are together.
I don't want to start arguing about that again, Razor. You're not a fucking wolf. You're a human. I'm not going to argue again. Don't start bringing that up again, Razor. We're having a good time.
When I grow up, we will come back here, and we will open this wine together.
Oh, I'm going to cry. I have a cry. We come back. And do you know what? I expect, I'm saying now, give it a year or two, I want to come back here and open that fucking wine in Genshin Impact. I'll have forgotten it, but they've got something there now, deep in my heart, that they can always tug away. Oh, do you remember that wine you planted? Oh, it's time to come back and open it. Oh, is it? Ooh. Alright, I'll play Genshin Impact again then, you chuffer. They've always got that on me now.
What a magnificent monologue. Even as a bard, I don't feel like there's anything else to add.
Well, shut up then.
All that remains now is to bury
That's
the
my
barrel
crystal fly.
and wait for the fruit to ferment.
Buried it in the ground.
We're finally done! Paimon feels like a celebration is in order.
We did all that so that we could just bury it in the ground.
If Paimon remembers correctly, tomorrow should be Windcoming Day, right?
Wow! The animal god is coming home!
You stood with him now, you chuffer.
That reminds me. I haven't memorized the song for the toasting ceremony yet. I better get back. Friends, I shall see you all tomorrow.
How could you not memorise the song?
Get a good night's sleep tonight. Wait for the whisper of the gentle breeze to rouse you tomorrow morning. Then come and enjoy a performance by the greatest bard to ever grace the streets of Mondstadt.
You mean wait a day and then come back to the quest and hopefully it'll just be an animated sequence. But that's there now, look. I'm assuming it's going to take a long time. I don't think we're going to, maybe it'll be ready tomorrow. But wait until the following day, look. Maybe it'll be ready tomorrow. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, sorry. Sorry, you two. This is a rare opportunity, though, to get some photos, isn't it? Look. I'm going to go into my bag. Where's my bag? Get my camera out. Get the camera on. sort my camera out. Nice. I've got Razor and Klee looking at each other. Now I could put my Klee on, couldn't I? And you know, just get some weird photos. Look at her looking at herself. Tweedle-Klee and Tweedledum. Or could do it the other way and get my Razor out.
I'll scout ahead.
And I suppose we could have, you know, photos all together, couldn't we? That'll do for that. That'll do for that. You know, you little doggy boys, is your mummy coming home now?
One, two, three.
So I'm just going to literally wait the time away. I forgot what it said back then. So that'd be fine. Oh, it's tiresome, isn't it? Just standing on the same spot for over 24 hours. There we are. Job done.
Windcoming Day is finally here! Let's get a move on or we'll miss the toasting ceremony!
What, is that just going to stay there then? I am actually just going to bring that up next year or some shit. Interesting. Go to the venue to attend the ceremony.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Look, charity. An area for your charity sale you created with Bernard's help. According to the Knight's traditions, the proceeds from the charity sale should be given to... Like, there's still something there about that. But every time I go there, it kicks off a quest, but there's still something to do with my shop there, isn't there? I don't know what's going on. Now the cat's going to try and come in the window. See, every time I try and go close. Here we are. Time for Venti's performance.
Wow.
Kick
so
back,
many
relax.
people have shown up to welcome the Animal Archon.
I'll get the cat in the window.
Crowded around the Angel Share stand.
Tradition holds that the finest wine of the Vinelasa Fest only goes on sale after the Animo Archon has tasted it at the toasting ceremony. Everyone's waiting in line for the big moment.
Ugh. So welcoming the Animal Archon back is just a means to an end for them, huh?
There's Lisa.
What about you, Lisa? Are you here for Razor?
Yes, I was feeling a little concerned about him, but I just spoke with him, and he tells me that the winemaking went very smoothly. Such a relief. A glass of the festival's finest will go down smoothly now, too.
Stop promoting alcohol.
You too, huh?
Razor and the others are over there. You should go say hi.
Go on then.
Hey, there you are.
We're all here again.
Whoa! What's with all these bottles? Selling your own homebrew now?
These are for Razor, from us.
Mommy said that everyone's welcoming the animal god today, and we need to give him some wine. If the animal god likes the wine, he'll turn into the wind and bless everyone. We want the animal god to be happy, so he helps Razor. Oh, honorary knight! Look what Albedo let me borrow.
It's actually quite cool that they've thought, I've said this before, but they've thought about this depth of story to have traditions within Mondstadt like that. It's almost like when people leave mince pies for Father Christmas, isn't it? They leave a bottle of wine for Venti. Venti's going to be smashed. But it's interesting. It creates depth and tone to the piece.
This bottle is from my dad. Luckily, I managed not to break it on the way here. It's just for show, though. I have to give it back to them afterwards.
Mommy said that the animal god can drink a lot of wine. She said if he wanted to, he could drink the whole of Cider Lake in one big gulp. So, do you think we'd have enough between these and the wine raiser's parents left behind?
Ah, Green Bard.
Everyone, I am greatly honored to be able to be here today.
With Jean?
I have been invited by Acting Grand Master Jean of the Knights of Favonius to perform a piece for everyone. Thousand Wind Wine.
And I'm expecting an
It
animated
is some of the finest verse I know.
animated thing.
I dedicate it to the wind and to everyone here with us today.
Let's have it.
Fill up the barrels and store them away.
No, not this.
Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight for the south wind that soothes, for
Maybe
the
this.
north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste
really.
to the tongue, as Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom? And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer, turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away as we wait for a windier day. Pray tell, what treasure does this barrel hold? 'Tis wheat's greatest triumph, the true liquid gold. As it flows from the keg, what sound drifts by? Wind chimes in the boundless immemorial sky. We raise up our glasses and voices in song as we wait for the wind to sing along. Where
Do we turn once to the thousand winds take flight? To the tales of the lyre, to the sweet dream of tonight. Woo! Venti, everyone.
Dear
Yeah.
friends,
Get him off.
Let us now open
Get him
the
off.
wines.
Get him off.
To the Animal Archon!
To the Animal Archon. He's actually there on the stage. Though
To
none of
the
them.
Animal Archon.
None of them seem to know it. To the Animo Archon. Should we go and wish on his banner now? No, fuck no. Not after that.
There's no wind.
Oh!
Don't feel sad, Clee.
Clee's upset.
But why didn't he come? If the animal god didn't come home, is it because he doesn't like the wine we brought for him?
Of course not. You know, Clee, the wind isn't the only form that the Animal Archon can turn into. He can turn into anything. So today, he must have come back looking like something else.
Huh? Really? Maybe he turned into a Jumpy Dumpty.
Sure, Jumpy Dumpty it is. Hope you're listening, Animal Archon.
He's now obliged to turn into a Dumpty Dumpty.
Did the Animal Archon bring you a blessing?
Yes,
Next form.
I talked a lot with you all, and I learned a lot. Now, I am not afraid.
Good one, Razor.
I think that is a blessing.
Yeah, worked it out.
Don't
Got
forget
it.
to save me a glass of your wine once it's finished fermenting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, we share together, and we remember together.
And we give 60 primos out to me.
But now I'm getting thirsty.
We've all done a lot of talking. Let's go get something to drink, shall we?
I heard that the Angel Share is selling a new drink called Fruits of the Festival. Everyone's saying it's delicious.
You go and get the drinks then, Bennett.
I want some!
Just don't spill them.
Okay, everyone, let's go.
Let's go. We're actually... Oh, there we go. There's animation. There we go. I think it's really important to have these sequences to make you feel like you're playing this living anime.
Clee, listen.
There's the wind, Clee.
The wind! The animal god is coming! Alright!
Take this, crush it, and place it on the fracture. Listen, Missy. Promise me you'll live on.
Oh, is that the voice of his parents?
This is where you must stay. You are our only hope. Forgive me, Kaya.
Good, very good. That's my boy. I will always be proud of you.
Oh.
After all the time we spent on it, the wine still isn't ready. May as well leave it for our son.
Razor. What do you think of that name?
Oh, an adventurer's name. Yes, I like it.
Razor? Razor, come on!
I'm not crying, you're crying. That was good. I'm actually crying a bit. It did make me well up at one point. That was lovely. Well done, Genshin Impact. They managed to string it out long enough to get me through to the Chuffing payoff. Well, they've got the ability to do that. And like at one point there, I was feeling like it was almost Disney-fied. Like there was almost like a Disney-esque sense of majesty about it. Like they've done a really good job on that. I think a little bit more animation. It's interesting to see they've teamed up with an animation team to make further animations. But it would be interesting for me to see more animation in the game like that. Just a little bit out of balance with the walking and talking. Again, a little bit too much walking and talking. How is there have I not wandered around this area? What's going on? How is there a Homunculus still left for me to find out here? I'm pressing that. No, it's because I want this. Switch.
Get ready for the
Fucked it up. I didn't remember gliding champion. You fucked that up. Didn't jump high enough. Tits. Right, back again. I'm not having this. That's mine. Where is it? Can't believe there's a homunculus still in the wild. Gliding champion of Mondstadt. I won't let you down. Wow. Have I not? Does that mean I've not explored this side of the? Where am I? I'm just here by Springvale. Does that mean that's unexplored? Because Windwale Highland, 100%. So I wouldn't have expected to see that there. It's a funny old game. And then back here, because it keeps asking me to do that. That was good though, wasn't it? Very moving as well. I'm glad that they can provoke those sort of moving emotions eventually. After 3 days of talking. What am I supposed to be doing here? It's my shop. Cannot use. I've done this, looked at it. Don't care. So that was the wine laser fest of Mondstadt. It's been good. That's it. I can't really remember what we've done. We had to fucking do a shop at one point. That was awful. The story was ended up being
You can't keep up with me.
well voice acted, well animated, and like an emotional pull at the end, which was nice. They built it up with 4 days worth of running around and listening to Razor and every character in Mondstadt, every fucking, you know, we met everyone that's got a proper hat. Like Sucrose, for example. Hello. What are you doing over here? We're getting some good photos out of the fucking place anyway, aren't we? %, is more like 80% in Genshin. God, so there's more. My Statue of the Seven's not level 10. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I need to do that in Leeway as well. I need to finish off the Statue of the Sevens because Chuffing, there's some pillars and I need to get another stone for the pillars. Oh, it's never ending. Completed. Okay, that is everything now on that, isn't it? I've done that now. Don't have to worry about missing it or anything like that. That's the free battle pass. Claim all.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
We've got no free wishes because we did them at the start of the episode. We've got 19k plus 10. Nearly up to 20k plus 10. So that's really solid. Waiting for the next banner in 4 days. Bit worried that we're going to get Hu Tao. There's extra characters around Mondstadt with extra dialogue. Alright. That's interesting. I'll have them for having my photograph with them. But I'm not going to really be asked with the rest of it. I've still got all this to do. So let's try and bang something out before we finish, because coming up on 3 hours, aren't we? So let's try and bang out something. These have turned into an absolute nightmare, those things. This is all a nightmare to me. I can't understand any of it. It's not just because I skipped through it, but because it's according to the Arakavai, Arasaria, Adrarasa, and Adsuraka are looking for clues about Ashvata's concourses in the wild. Arama will meet up with them later. Join them in the search for the concourses, for it's the key to finding Vasoma fruits. So I only understood the little words in the middle. Are, for, about, in the wild, meet up, later. I didn't understand all the other words. Concourses, Aradasa, Vasoma fruits. Oh yeah. I don't fucking know. 40 primos though needs to be done. But I don't like it. Oh, tell me about one of these quests that you don't like. These sort of ones. Anything involving these little fucking pedo beans. Anything involving these. Least favourite. But we'll try and bang some of these out before we finish. Try and bang one of these out at least. Keep banging on the door for the primos. And I've got domains to grind.
Please here.
But I don't find it to be that exciting in terms of like entertainment for you. But we could do a couple of domains if you want. I will certainly be banging out the resin later. But it's just like, you know, do the same domain 10 times until I've got a fucking new stick. So I'm here. I'm looking to switch this around a little bit. And I want the Grave Kipper. Show me the Kipper.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Probably don't even need to do that. Done it now anyway, look. I bet it's down in the middle at the bottom anyway, isn't it? Chuff. What's going on? What's going on here? Oh, it's puzzle. What's this bull? BS. Let's go and see what this Aranara is looking up to. Here we are again. It's one of these little mushroom fuckers. And all the other mushroom fuckers that we meet, we kill, but like these little mushroom fuckers are alright because they've got a bow tie. Like they just learned how to be appealing to children, which I worry about. It's almost like nature has evolved into its own natural predatory pedo jelly bean population. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. Big smile, big bow tie. To me, it looks creepy. Where? Let me see your hands. Keep your hands where I can see them. Is that a green fellow? The green fellow, a duskbird, a shroom. But they talk a load of shit as well. I can't understand anything they say. They're going about songs. So... And a tree and fruits. And finding stuff is what they do best, so that's good. Observe the Sumeru roses to find the hidden song. The patterns may have some connection with the hidden song in the roses. But I can't see the patterns. I mean, I'm looking at da 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 da. Aren't I? Da 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 da. Okay. And here's some flowers. Try to observe them from different perspectives. I would try to, but you won't let me. You've locked the camera, you fucker. I can't move the camera. Right, here we go. They're glowing, they're forming some kind of musical score. Try playing it with a musical instrument. Fuck you on about? Try playing it. There is no it. I've got to stand here. Right, now it is. Right, okay, okay. I'll go in my bag. I'll do what you say, Paimon. I'll do what you fucking say. I can't see it anymore. Oh, it's hidden in the rose. It's written above me. So we're okay. The next banner... Oh, wait. I'm just skipping back there and seeing your chat. The next banner is Nilu. The wet dancer. The wet dancer. All right, yeah, okay, we can skip that as well. That's weird. Hang on. If I'm skipping the next banner, does that mean that I might want to wish on one of the current banner people more? Because I wouldn't mind getting an extra Candice I wouldn't mind actually having a constellation Candice. It's weird though. This is a concept now. Because I'm primo rich at the moment. Or do I just save them? What about what happened with Hu Tao at Halloween? We're in October now. Where's Hu Tao at Halloween? Where's my Hu Tao? We're in October now, mate. And that means, I mean, I know I might be pushing pity. I'm actually quite close to pity. So, 20 wishes here and there, I could actually bang out a 5-star. I'm pretty confident that we were further on with 55 pity. So throw 20 wishes at that, we're at 75 pity then. Then you're really close, aren't you? So I could actually spare that amount of wishes, hit the 5-star, and still save up 28k primos for a full run of pity on the next banner that I want. Like, if only the 2 banners that were present now are a bit more appealing. It's either Sino or Venti, and I could be tempted by either, really. It's interesting to think about. Shining pomegranates, glowing sunsettias. I don't care about pomegranates. Keep your pomegranates, stuff your pomegranates up your ass. Look, what an impressive aspiration. Their song can attract healthy Dendrograna. His Ashvata's concourse should be sealed in the same way. Nara Gravekeeper found his song, which means we can go to Ashvata's concourse right away. Good luck, Nara Gravekeeper, Paimon and Aranara. I'm getting ready to see you at the festival. I haven't got anything out of that. I don't know what they're saying, so I have to have this explained to me afterwards. The song Aranara left behind. If you play it to the sprouting branches, you can summon healthy Dendrograna that can be used to revive Valania. Play this song on the lyre when you stand next to the branches, the fucked up branches. Play the song and get something out of it. This is the rhythm of the sprout. This is the rhythm of the sprout. Oh yeah. Oh, the rhythm of the sprout. This is the rhythm of the sprout. Oh yeah. Do you see why I don't like it? You can understand why I don't like this, can't you? They've dropped the bollock on this one. Main quest was a bit weird in Sumeru. It was all Groundhog Day. And now this. They've dropped the ball on this one. I'm just following this green line. I know where I'm going. Just following a green line, and then I'm going to go over here and play a song. Here it says, look, we should use the song, see? I'm going to play a song. I'm just going to paint by numbers here. Do what it tells me. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. At least I like the song. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Fucked it up. Da, 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 da. So you can do it up here. Da, oh, I see. Look. Da, 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 da. They're different up there. Da, da, da. Hang on. Da, 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 da. Look, forget it. I've done it now. Now what do you want? Summon a healthy Dendrogram. Done that. What more can you possibly want from me? You kill a load of mushrooms.
Don't blink.
Kill all those mushrooms. Get rid of them. Those
Speed of light.
bad mushrooms. Oh, it wants me to do this with that thing, doesn't it? It clearly wants me to do this. I'm gonna need a wand firer. An archer. I'm gonna need an archer.
Outrider Amber, report.
Get it done, Amber. No? I just walk into it. No? Ah.
Wow, this weather is
Unlock
awesome.
the road ahead by using the rhythm of the sprout. Right, I did that, I played the music, I got this. That's the road ahead, it's got to be. Higher 8 meters, higher 30, no, I'm going the wrong way. Higher 9, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, this is here, I am here, you fucking dickhead. Unlock the road using the rhythm of the sprout. How haven't I done it? What do you want from me? Oh, is it because I didn't pay enough attention? Is it because I didn't pay enough attention, or is it because there's something wrong? It's this is the road, it's locked. It's this. Rhythm of the sprout. Do you want me to do it? I'll play it again if you want. Da, 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 da. Didn't do anything. So much for your rhythm of the sprout, you fuckers. Or maybe I'll go this way. Maybe I'll just go this way. Probably not, eh? Hit it, you hit the wall. The wall, this.
Don't blink. Hey!
The game teaches me. I did this and I made this grow. What else can I make grow then? What? Fucking teaches me nothing. I don't know what to do. You say hit the wall. Oh, what wall? Which wall? Over here?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed through it. To me, that's the wall. The floating thing, you hit the wall and that's why it didn't open. Oh, wait, okay. Hang on. I'm confused as fuck here. I've got a dendrogram, I've got my archer. I'm gonna just shoot that thing, yeah? What do I do? Pretty sure I did that. Pretty sure I fucking did that. Originally, so... Pretty sure I fucking did that. Oh, here's another one. Oh, that's Jamunculus. Yes. Fucking loads of Jamunculus. I'm going to cash those in a minute. There's a piggin. The place is affected by withering. Okay, wait. So we're going to be having a Barney. Withering Barney. I might need an archer, but I'm going to switch to Clea anyway.
Yeah, let's go on a big
adventure. I should keep an eye on. There might be clever things that I can pick up along the way down, but since I'm getting red, I'm just gonna get down here. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? A wave rider underground. So I'm gonna summon it because it wants me to. But the rhythm of the sprout here is just, it's off its knot. It's off its noggin. What's going on? Fuck this. Aren't I supposed to kill those withering things? There's a mushroom. Should I kill that or should I just fucking leave it? Right, there seems no benefit to me to kill the mushroom. I'm here now though. Where's the withering stuff? This is just wasting my time here.
Speed of light.
Isn't it? Is it? Right, am I supposed to kill those withering pingers there? Clean up the withering zone, it says, right? So, I'm going to have to switch. I've fucked this up already, haven't I? Or maybe I don't have to kill these things.
Leave it to me.
So I haven't got a Dendromunculus. So how am I going to kill them? I need to clean up the withering zone, it says. And the withering zone is somewhere else. So Sail Wave Rider, come on. It won't go over there. I'm going to die of red. Fucking hell. There's another Wave Rider down here. That's handy. Stupid. Stupid, if anything. I've got to be quick now because I'm going to die of red. I don't want to die of red. Now I've got amber on for the big fight. I need to ignore everything here. It's all a waste of time. I bet there's a chest down here that I've missed. I can come back when it's not all withered. Right, we need to get into the red zone. Oh, fuck off.
I'll race. I'm tired.
She's dead now. Right, I'm here.
Cut to the chase.
I've got a problem because my archer just got killed, so that I need my archer to kill that fucking thing. Might be able to do it like this. There's one. Okay, got rid of that. Now, if I can, I'd like to switch my characters. But I don't know if it will let me. Oh, it will. Good. Sorry, Ams.
Ta-da! Clee's here.
I kind of need her as an archer, really, don't I? For some of these. Might be handy to have her, but I don't want to have to fight with her.
2, 3.
Why is my green? Why is my red staying so high? That's a fuck up. Do you know what? I am going to have her on. Or at least I'm going to have an archer on, aren't I? Because Amber's dead now.
Trainee Forest Ranger.
She's nearly dead as well, Collie. But she can hit these things from range.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. She's fucking dead now. Fucking hell. Right, I've had enough then. I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to... You can chuff off. Shooting at me like that. Where's the thing? Oh, it's up there. Okay, I'm going to... switch up my squad. I am going to have Klee.
Yeah, let's go on.
I'm just going to do this manually, like no archer. Yeah, I just need to stand up. Thank you. And there's a dendrogram enemy in there, look, which is weird. I suppose, have they play tested it and people climbed all the way over here and then couldn't get their dendro on? I don't know. Where's my dendrogram? I just picked one up and it didn't last long enough to do that. Fucking stupid thing. We're up here. We're on this. Come on. Right, now I've got two bad enemies that have arrived. Two disciples. Aranara's disciples. Where are they? They're all over here. Right, okay, let's have it.
Opening box of
The Adepti-Trix.
Don't blink. Blazing to light.
Things are shooting at me from range, though. I don't like that. Can't really see what's going on because it's tight quarters again.
Life goes on.
Starting to get my bearings a bit now.
One step back, two
The
forward.
fuck? Something's nailing me.
Don't blink.
What's this?
Nowhere to hide. Scatter. Speed of light.
What is that thing? Get away with you, that thing. It's gone up in the air.
Incoming. Hey.
It's up in the air. Fuck. I was just about to say it's up in the air, and I didn't realise it's going to do that to me.
Germinate.
Get out from up in the air. I should have had Amber on it. It asked me to use an archer, and I didn't use an archer. I got them both killed, so it's my fault.
Speed of light.
It's up in the air. Get down from up in the air. Where is it? Is it dead now? I think they're all dead now, aren't they? Can I do this now? No. Oh, there's one in the boat. Look.
Hey.
All dead? Yeah. Nice. So now if I do want to come and collect chests and things, I'm not under any pressure. That's good. Sorted that out. And that's what they wanted me to do anyway, isn't it? So
That's everything.
everyone's happy
On to
with
the
that.
next.
Off it. Attack it. Explode it. Discover it. Collect it. Smash it. Collect it. Investigate it. Collect it. Collect it. Collect it. Collect it. Clink, clunk, clunk, clunk. I like that noise. It's a good noise, that, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not as good as the Primo noise. What's the Primo noise? I don't know. Does it have a noise, Primos? They should do. Stream's still working, isn't it? F-Streamer isn't me. I hope, at my end, it seems all okay. But we have had problems with Twitch over the last 48 hours. Seems to be working for Crawl, okay. But Twitch might be working at, might be working in different places for different people at the moment, so, it might be a viewer experience problem as well. Oh, it's back now. It's just these fucking bean men talking shit. We've got to enter some dreams. No, I thought we'd done our bit. We'd been down underground. We've killed the Withering. Now we've got to go in dreams. What the fuck? I mean, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. Now I'm looking at it. It looks fucking cool. But I thought I was getting my primos then. And instead I'm in the dream of a mushroom pedo. It's got very nice piano music, similar to Reveries. The withering doesn't seem that severe. Oh, we can still do fighting and killing in your lovely dream, can we? Kind of glad for that, really. In a way, kind of glad about that.
Speed of light.
It's probably my favourite bit of the game. Like a grave kipper. Kung Fu miss. Have a bit of this.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
With sword comes shadow.
With sword comes shadow. She's a baddo.
Don't blink. Hey!
One mushroom left.
Propagate.
Boing, boing.
Pow! Everything's dead. Touch that. Another one of them. No problem. Room after room of continual combat. No problem for me. That's fun. But what now? Oh, now I need an archer again. All my archers are dead. I've only got one left. Can't configure in the current state anyway. Gotta kill everything first.
Scatter.
And again, these are up in the air, so it's asking me to bring an archer. This is for collie, really, isn't it? Now that your collie's leveled up, come in here and have a bit of a collie wobble.
Wheel of life.
There's the other one hiding. The other one is always hiding.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Okay, got it. Black, pink, black venom. Get him, get him, get him. I'm now stuck.
La la la.
So that's an issue to me. Like, when I say an issue, I mean quite an issue. And I can't... Ooh, you bad chuffer! How'd you like these apples? Why does this happen to me? I'm stuck on it. It fucking won't let me go. Look at her running though. Woo! Treadmill cleat. So there's at least there's a positive. At least I'm getting some benefit out of it.
Boing, boing, boing.
Make a new party comp with only ka-ching. Cannot configure party. And I can't go onto my menu there to configure it because I'm in a domain. I suppose I just have to restart the domain. If it's a domain, will I be able to go back to the front door of the domain? Probably not, eh? We have to run all that again. What do you reckon? Can't remember even how we got in here. You fuckers. My options are I can use the Alt button here and I can do that. And I'm back. No, I can do that. To do my characters like that, but it doesn't do anything, does it? I can go in my bag. That's useless to me, isn't it? Maybe if I put on my fucking Sealy or some shit. Fiara taking vengeance. Yeah, I've had it. Do you remember I had it before when I got? That was probably my most viewed Genshin Impact video. Is the one where I started the video with my character stuck in the wall with Rosie. She was flying like on the wall. She was stuck. I got her stuck, and then I thought, oh, I better turn that on stream. It's a bit like that. It's happened to me before, but this time it's a bit more difficult because we're in a fucking domain.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
What can I do? What can I do that I've got options for? I can switch to walking. Wonder what's got me locked. Wonder why it won't let me go. Fucking piss knickers. Right. Where am I even? Where actually am I? Oh, I'm in a domain, aren't I? So I'm not there. I don't exist. Bad times. That was bad times. Bad chuffers. But hopefully I'm right at the door. No, I'm here, look. I'm back here. All those chuffers are back. But I'm back here. Go back in the dream, yeah? Can't do it during combat, so now I've got to kill those chuffers again. I guess.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Hey!
Bit weird. Hopefully that'll cheer up this little chuffer. Okay, we can do it again, yeah. I'm still not going to take an archer. I seem to have entered someone else's dream. Went well before, didn't it?
Don't blink! Scatter!
Gotta be careful not to go near the sides of the arena this time. Just stay in the middle.
Speed of light! Hey! Don't blink! Spring forth!
Easy mushrooms. Starter mushrooms. It's a nice starter portion of some mushrooms.
Propagate!
Before we bring on the main course. Get out of it, you big mushroom.
Speed of light!
You chuffer.
Propagate! Incoming!
My tummy's rumbling now, talking a second, of course, first course. Right, touch this. Go through there. Come on. Realise I need a thingy. Archer, don't have an archer.
With sword comes shadow. Don't go.
Getting dangerously close to the edge there.
Boing, boing, boom! Dumpy, dumpy, go!
Is that them? They dead? There's always one hiding.
Incoming! Speed of light!
Yeah, that's those two dead anyway, at least. And I wanted to come back for... I wanted to do some archery, but maybe not stay as an archer. Cannot configure the party in the current state for some reason. Is that because I'm in a domain? I can't switch my characters around, so I still want to get that thing, though. Bad chuffers. Can't climb the wall. Come on. Basics. No. What the fuck? What the dude, what the fuck, dude? They put a big leaf here, so I can't do up there. I need an archer, don't I? I don't want to come... I'm not going to come back, though, am I? So... What are my options here? Just... I could use Kaching, maybe, but I don't know if it counts, because it's not a... Maybe Kaching to get me up there.
Don't blink! Hey!
Add it then.
Speed of light.
Okie doke. And I haven't got my electrocolloculus. So I have to go back down here. Dendrogram minimum.
Don't blink.
Fuck that up. This is going to be tiresome.
Speed of light. Hey.
Got it. Motherfucker. That's my least favourite one of those fucking plants, isn't it? And if the next one's going to be even higher, then what the fuck am I going to do after that? Stupid mushroom place.
Don't blink.
Fell off the other side then. I'll just jump on that. Is that the end of that? No, it's above that. Why is he doing this to me? All my archers are dead. I've only got Diona and Fischl left. Might be able to resurrect someone in the pancake.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Ooh, that's my last resurrection material, so I better make sure she doesn't get killed. Or anyone, for that matter. Let's go again. I just said at the end of this I was coming up to like the end of the 3-hour stream and we'll just bang out one quick like third of a sub-story quest thing and it's turned into a fucking giant thing.
Propagate.
We're good.
Wheel of life. Orders given.
Orders received. We'll just smash this.
Speed of light. Scatter. Incoming. Hey.
Oh. Rise.
Cut to the chase.
Tidying up a load of mushrooms.
Germinate. Speed of light. Hey. Incoming. Propagate. With sword comes shadow.
Please don't get caught on anything. Okay, killed the mushrooms, touched the thing. Third time's a charm. Can't take a photo in a domain, but that was going to be a good photo then.
Don't blink.
Go.
Scatter.
Please don't be caught in the fucking thing. Don't be caught in the thing. Oh, that was close.
Incoming. Cut to the chase.
It's because they go all the way up the walls, don't they? And then my characters follow them up the walls, maybe. And then I'm in a position where the game doesn't expect me to be able to be. So, because of combat, like it kind of like forces you into the scenery at points. Like sometimes you go and your feet sink under. Like you, the character model of you, the character model of your enemy, and the environment can't all fit in, so the environment gives way. and it kind of remembers your position. So when the enemy is gone or you are, like, when it's changed, it puts you back. But maybe sometimes it doesn't put you back. There's more. I've got to play the song. The Aranara song. Hey! Sorted it, no? Not sorted it. Sorted it, right. Wow, I'm stood on like a great big cookie thing and big sweet cake thing, and it's took me in the sky. This is a dream. It's a dream, isn't it? It's the dream of a pedo berry man. Door of Resurrection activated, which means if I die, I'm automatically back here. For a fight, right, okay. Black, pink, pink, venom. Get him, get him, get him. They got that off Amber.
Speed of light.
Shut up, you.
Fries.
Fries. Do you want fries with that?
Scatter. Incoming.
Stay in the circle.
Speed of propagate.
I hope I've got the right characters. I mean, I've got Amber, haven't I? So, way big attacks. I don't even know what bow she's got on. 12k, that's alright. She must have a reasonable bow. She's got a slingshot on, hasn't she? I mean, she's one of my main characters, and I have leveled one of her talents up to 7, and she's a level 80 Amber, but
Wheel of life.
she's not DPS.
Speed of light.
I'm doing these the wrong way around. You get the frozen attack. You have that. You like that. That's your favourite. And you, over here, you have the electro attack. Not really. You'll like that. That's your favourite. Now the big chuffers. No, some more chuffers.
Opening box of adepti tricks.
I don't know if I'm supposed to knock them off the edge, or if that means they just come back, you know, fully healthed up sometimes. So I don't know if I want to knock them off the edge, but it looks like we're all getting a bit close to the edge here, isn't it?
Speed of light.
So it's them or me. I definitely don't want to be falling off the fucking edge, do I?
Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Spring forth. No escape. Propagate. Don't blink. Scatter. Go.
Why does this little mushroom chopper, why does the little Aranara dream of this? I didn't listen to all the quest thing about it. Is his dream corrupted or something? Because how's all this got into his head? Poor little bugger with his funny dreams. Got nightmares that I was on this giant flower and this woman was kicking the shit out of all these mushrooms. With her mates. Oh, there we go. More of them. I better take out the big chuffers first. Because they're liable to shoot me with loads of like just like they did there. They start shooting me and that's annoying, so I wanted to get them fucked up first. If I can get them fucked up like that, spinning around, then they can't shoot at me, can they? Shit. One of them's up in the air shooting at me.
Speed of light.
Now they're both down.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Casted Nightmare they're called. And just those big mushroom things.
Incoming.
Got it.
Let it rain.
It's actually quite satisfying to have Amber doing that fire rain. Done and done. Just this. There's always one of these at the end, isn't there? Every fucking time.
Propagate.
Floating away. Not even attacking me, just floating away on the side. Wasting everyone's time. There you go. Enjoy that. That was it, was it? That was it. That was it. Okay, I'm not going to fuck about. I'm gone. Solid performance there the third time round. Pick up. That's a fruit. You get it in the... wherever that was. And hopefully that's the end of this. 40 primos. Yes. That's what was more like it. So these, as I expect... Now I can... Oh no, there's nothing in that box. Okay, I don't even have to go back around looking at the place, do I? But I expect each of those to be like that sort of length. Go somewhere. Uncover something. Go down it. Fight the domain boss thing. Get your primos. And that was one of 3 there, wasn't it? Or was it one of these 5? It was one of these 5 and now there's 4. So... we can keep banging those off. Oh, but that today, for 3.5 hours now, you've had me now for 3.5 hours, that's enough now. You can't even see what we did on the B-side channel yesterday. You can't even see it. I'm not Kettle Toro, by the way. That's not me. I'm Ganji Kid. Find me on YouTube, subscribe to me there. And on the B-side channel, yesterday, we played Can a Vegan complete or survive in the Medieval Dynasty game, but you can't see it there because we did a little bit of looking at a vegan video about animals and tribesmen and it got copyright strikes, so or one copyright, you know, flag or whatever you call it. So instead it's not there, so I might play some more of that on the B-side a bit later today. It's already now nearly 8 o'clock on the Saturday. Is it today or Sunday? I don't know what day it is. It's the Sunday today. So I might not. Who knows? But you be good, my little puckos. You be good. And that's how you unlock all the songs to unlock the puzzles on Sumeru. So it's not finished, is it, once you've done that? Because now I've got a song, and now I can go and mess about with that song elsewhere. I got to remember all the different songs now. Fuck. At least it's an interesting device, eh? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. So it's more primos, yeah. It's not terrible. It's different. Sumeru has been very different. You know, Sumeru has. Where even am I now on the map? I'm unlocking Wave Rider waypoints under here somewhere. I can't remember how we got in. There's this part I still haven't unlocked. Maybe it will come as part of one of these quests, but Sumeru has been quite different. It's been a bit of a trip out in lots of different ways. I like the contrast with all this. I've got to go around the desert so many times. I've still got to spend my resin tonight as well, really. Should really do a domain crash. You know, pick whichever thing I want to upgrade, because you can pick, because it's Sunday, can't you? I can pick, I can choose. I can say, Candice, if you want to ascend her, we still need fucking loads of these, but if you want your weapon to be good, which I've banged it up to 70 of 70 at the moment, but it still needs a few more of these. Well, everything's available on a Sunday, isn't it? Or if I choose to bang an artifact run, that's available. Or if I want a particular talent run, Sunday, every domain. Take your pick, every domain, Sunday. So I could be doing that. But what I would do is I'm just going to take all the condensed resin and just run it as many times as my resin will afford. And then maybe a couple more with some fragile resin, and then just that. So it's just me fighting the same damn thing over and over again. So I don't even find it to be you know, it's a little bit of a chore for me to be doing it, let alone putting it as a extended, lengthy stream. But maybe on the B side, I do need to go and eat now anyway. That's what I need to do mainly. So thanks for being here, you good chuffers. You're not bad chuffers, you're good chuffers. We finally got to manage to finally, thank you Twitch, thank you for letting me on the sort of stream finally. Twitch finally allowed us on and we did a good stream. It was good. Thanks for being good chuffers. Remember, if you can't be good, you're naughty.